Yo, people, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Mandem Talk. We are here, man. Yo, man, everyone's here early, man. It's a good feeling right now, man. We're here. You know what I mean? This shows you that when Man United win the 3 games in a row, we're all active in the dunya. You know what I'm there, man. So you tell me. We got everyone locked in. Smash a like on the video. We have got a debuting on the Mandem Talk. Man like AJ knows ball. You know what I mean? Make sure you follow him. TikTok. Are you on YouTube as well, bro?
Yeah, my YouTube's AJ knows ball 17. There
you go, AJ knows ball 17.
Wait, you didn't do a full background check on your new hire, Saeed?
No. To be fair, okay. You know what I mean? He called me out on Sesco on TikTok, innit? So that's where I kind of knew his content and that from. But yeah,
and my boy Sesco. Sorry.
There you go, man. And listen, you found out now that Sesco doing his thing, man. But yeah, let them know, man, what you do. You know what I mean? Give yourself a little intro, man. Talk to them.
Obviously, my name's AJ Knows Ball, and the way I know ball's crazy. Obviously, but man's just been banging TikToks recently, but obviously I'm trying to transition onto YouTube. I've been streaming as well. I do the in real life football stuff as well. So if you see that, any charity games, tournaments, hit me up, man. I'm always up for collabs and that. But yeah, thank you for having me.
Come on, bro. Big up to you, man. We got man like Staff in the building, man. I see you chefing last night and that, you know what I mean? Yo, man like Staff is on a different arc right now. What are you saying, Staff?
You know what it is, bro? I'm not allowing anyone to talk shit about our team when they don't deserve it. If our team is cooking and they're playing well, and anyone's gonna talk shit about our team and bring up false stats and all that bullshit, bro, you have another thing coming, bro. I'm cooking, bro. I'm cooking all of them. And guess what? Part 2 today. Don't miss that, bro. We're coming with more evidence, bro. But yeah, shout out to the chat. Shout out to obviously the panelists. Make sure you guys smash a like on the video, bro. It should be a good one.
Yeah, big up, man. Big up to you. Rance Around is in the building. What are you telling me, Rance? Big up
good,
to you, bro.
I'm chilling, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? We're winning, bro. Like, life is good, fam.
Just like that, man. You know what I mean? Just like that, bro. I hear it.
Don't you, man, think it's crazy how your football team can determine your mood?
Yeah, facts.
Bro, do you know how bubbly I've been recently?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy,
it's
man.
True, lad. Even when I went gym, when I went boxing gym after we smoked arse,
your PB in it.
Brother, my coach was like, "What? So this is what it takes for you to train like this?" I said, "Brother, I train like this every week. What are you talking about? You know?"
Come on.
Yo, you know what I did, bro? That was when there was a storm in Jersey. I was so hyped up. I'm not even kidding with you. You couldn't even you weren't allowed to go to streets. I drove to my parents' house to shovel their snow and come back home, bro. That's how much energy I had that day. I was like, yo, I'm on smoke today. My testosterone levels up the fucking roof because of this win.
Come on. Nah, big up, man. Big up to you. Obviously, big up Rhino in the building as well. Rhino, what are you saying, man? You good?
Yeah, come on, we there, man. But yeah, like you said, bruv, we got to enjoy it because we watch football to enjoy it, and then we're finally getting something out of it where we can actually watch and enjoy it. We can look forward to the next game, you feel me? So, yeah, next one's going to be very important. We always keep saying it, but, bro, it's going to be important.
The chat is saying, the chat is saying you only show up on time when United win, but when United get smoked, you always got these bookings and stuff. You know, you got to answer for yourself.
Know, it is, yeah. I'll call it a coincidence. You know, just go and search out what coincidence means, and then
that soundboard is mind games, by the way.
Yeah. But now, big up, man. Honestly, man, big up to everyone locked in. Smash a like on the video. Like I said, a couple of Mandem will be joining us, man. You know what I'm saying? Later on as well. But yeah, now listen, 3 in a row, Mandem. And you know what? Deserved as well. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Deserved. I don't think there's been a game where we haven't deserved to win. Fulham was a different test to the other two. But I feel like we needed that test, Mandem. We needed to know when we go, level, and then we bounce back, man. I feel like that was needed. I feel like the game wasn't really a 3-2 game, if I'm being honest with you. I feel like it was a 3-0, and obviously they came back into it. But Sesco scores that, and we're 3-0 up. Bro, we might get 4-5, because at the end of the day, Fulham would have been dejected. You feel me? So, yeah man. AJ, start with you, man. Like, 3 in a row, life is good right now, man, for Man United, bro.
Life is good, but do you know what it is? Yeah, with the Fulham game, yeah, I agree with you. I don't think it was a 3-2 game. I think both their goals were a bit, and it's like, we could have easily not conceded. I also think that in football, some things just balance itself out. So some of the saves Laman's made could have easily been a goal, but they were brilliant saves. But that's what he's in the net for. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's like, it could, I say maybe like a 3-1, But is it just me? Yeah, obviously the Arsenal game, brilliant performance. Man City game, brilliant performance. The Fulham game, we deserve to win, but the performance.
Yeah.
The reason why I'm a bit worried, yeah, is because I said to people, the Arsenal and City game, I expect United to be up for those games. I didn't expect the level of football I saw, but I expect them to be up for those games. Against Fulham, we were still up for it, but the type of football I wanted to see, I didn't see. Like, I wanted to see, like, they still had more possession than us. I wanted to see, and it's not even like we need to have more possession, because I believe it's United's DNA is what you do with the possession, and we've done what we needed to do. But in terms of like a pattern of play, like that I know can be used throughout the rest of the season, and little stuff that I saw in the other games where I thought, cool, can we translate that? Maybe like where our weaknesses are in terms of the fact that we're now using Maguire on the halfway line. We already saw the one time Jimenez got in, Maguire couldn't really catch him. So it's like, there's still certain things that I'm a bit worried about. And I feel like, even though I'm happy with it, there's some like.
Do you not think it's a testament to Fulham though? I think we got to realize that Fulham are a good team, Mandem, and we got to realize that I get where we are, but we also got to know where we came from, Mandem. We are a team that's still understanding where Carrick is. We are still understanding where we are. I genuinely feel like we've also got to be a bit humble, Mandem. Yeah, cool. We're on a 2-game winning bounce, but Fulham, if you look at it in totality, they bopped. Chelsea. They got a draw against Fulham.
They beat Palace at Palace.
Beat Palace at Palace. I feel like, man, sometimes we got to realize, at the same time, let's be a little bit humble as that. We can't outplay everyone. Sanderberg's a good player. Some of their team could still get in our team, Mandem. Sanderberg could get in our team. I think Anderson's a good centre-back. I feel like they've got Wilson. There's good players, Mandem. It's just that we're working towards something right now. Yeah. And I'm not going to lie, at this stage right now, if you said to me, we absolutely destroy Fulham, but we don't get the 3 points, I'm not taking that. I'm not going to lie to you guys.
Yeah, I hear
3 points are more precious to me. You feel me?
But Saeed,
go on, Stuffy, go on.
No, I was just going to say, you do want to see that you're picking up points in different ways. I think the City game, we clearly scored our goals on the counter. And we should have scored a lot more. And we won that game on the counter. The Arsenal game, I don't know what kind of delusion is going on now where people saying we beat Arsenal on the counter. No, we didn't. We brought the game to them, especially in the second half. Yeah. I did a full analysis yesterday reminding people all 3 of our goals were from counter press and build up. There was the Martinez goal. The second goal, Martinez progressed into the midfield, passed it into the front line, and then we scored. And then you got the last goal, the Cunha one, that came from a long ball where Sesko held the ball down, and then he passed the ball, and then we scored. By the way, just you guys know I love to throw stats out here every time I Mandem talk. United have the 3rd most goals in the league scored against a low block. So anyone who's going to try to tell you guys we don't score against low blocks, we have the 3rd most, and I'll send you the stat later, Saeed. And then obviously the Fulham game, we've seen it. We went up 2-0, then they kind of caught up with us. It got ugly, and then we won it. You're potentially talking about 3 different games that we won in 3 different fashions. And these are signs of a good, healthy team. If they're all just like flukes or whatever, we've been here. Come on, like Rance has been here. You've been here, Saeed. We've been honest when other managers were winning. I'm like, we're not buying. We didn't buy into the 3-game run. Remember under Emery because we knew it wasn't sustainable.
Then had the same thing. Fulham as well, bro. I remember. Is it
Fulham are a good team? Come on,
had that time when their striker that they had. What's his name? And he had to get the red card a couple of games ago.
Mitrovic, that one time.
And then the other time as well. What was the other time? The time when Garnacho saved us.
There was the Iwobi
when Ronaldo dropped the interview as well. So we've had some tough scrapers against Fulham in the past as well. So even though we still kind of get the result, but it's never been pretty. But I feel like based on how we normally beat Fulham, there's been an improvement. And there's more of a direction we can see compared to like.
And Rhino, we went down and we scored again within 40 seconds.
Right.
Like we have to respect that, bro. These are signs of a good team. Anyone, by the way, who's just trying to check it and make it about passion or whatever, I disagree, bro. There's so much coaching that our Carrick has given this team, and equally the players are giving them everything they got.
But that's the thing. That's why we're in a weird place, because it's like we're in a weird place where it's like we don't want to repeat the same mistakes. I don't necessarily even think giving Oli the job at that time was a mistake per se. But what I will say is, we're in a dangerous position where Roy Keane said it like, if Carrick finishes the season well, we're all going to be inclined to say, make him keep the job. But at the same time, there might actually be someone around that might just be better suited, but we just don't know that yet.
I don't think they are, though.
Saying?
I don't think they are, bro. I think Roy Keane is a professional hater, bro. And
he's better, man.
And this is the reality. Like, the thing is, with bringing in a new coach, bringing in a new coach is starting from scratch, whether you like it or not. It is. It doesn't matter. Even if it's a better coach, you're still starting from zero. It makes no sense, getting rid of Carrick, for getting what you would have kept Amorim for. It don't make no sense. If Amorim's thing was to get Europe and Carrick gets Europe, then he should keep the job. End of story, bruv. Because it just doesn't make sense to then start all over again. The players clearly have responded to Michael Carrick. We're playing well, and I don't agree that the Fulham performance wasn't good. I think the Fulham performance was the best performance out of all three of them, for the simple fact that we learned so much more about that team against Fulham, And I said during the game as well, if Man United were top of the league and you saw that performance, man would say, yo, that's a professional performance, bro. At 2-0, like, bro, we managed the game well, scored at the right times, and we didn't look in danger at all. It was a professional performance, bro. It was almost like, it was almost boring. We were that comfortable.
I don't think that's professional, because
it's professional.
For me, a professional performance is 2-0, maybe not the best performance you see the game out.
Brother, the penalty was the 85th minute, bro. The 85th minute is when they got the pen, bro. For 85 minutes, we were comfortable, even without the ball. From open play, they didn't look like scoring.
Yeah, but we still almost lost.
Yeah, no, but we didn't almost lose, bro. Like, we almost drew.
Yeah,
we almost drew. But again, for 85 minutes, we saw man look comfortable, on and off the ball. We saw good passages of play. We saw loads of things. And then also, what we also saw was, we saw us concede 2 goals, not panic, and go and win the game, bro. We saw so many different things, from this Man United team in that one game. We saw us controlling the play on the ball. We saw us controlling the game off the ball. And we saw us respond to setbacks. That's what we all saw in the same game, bro. Like, at 2-2, bruv, under Ruben Amorim, to be fair, we would have been 2-0 down against Ruben Amorim. Do you know what I'm saying? But the fact is, when it goes back to 2-2, we probably lose that game under Ruben. Probably lose it.
I agree. There's a possibility we could have dropped points.
And we won the game.
That's what I'm saying. There's positives, but I also feel like in that game, we saw some weaknesses that could get...
I think that's a good thing, though. It's a good thing as well.
What are these weaknesses? Because I agree with you.
I'm not going to lie to you guys. I want to see negatives as well. I don't want it to be all rosy.
What are the weaknesses that you saw?
I think our defense was a little bit stretched, I'll be honest. There's a few times where we just looked a little bit too stretched. But I feel like that could be easily fixed with a couple fullbacks in the summer. We already know we probably need a Dallo replacement and definitely a Luke Shaw replacement. That's one thing that was my worry, to be fair.
And maybe the left-hand side as well. The left-hand side. Go on, AJ.
I think that was Luke Shaw's worst game in a while, if I'm being honest. I don't know if it's down to fatigue.
Who was their right winger?
Wilson, but then he didn't do anything.
I don't remember Luke Shaw getting taken on and down the outside once in the whole game.
I don't remember. I don't think it was defensively that had a problem with him. I think it was more on the ball.
Yeah. But the thing is with Luke Shaw, he's so overrated going forward, which a lot of people say that he's meant to be this guy that's up and down, bro. He wasn't. And I feel like that's his new part of his career where he's almost like a defensive fullback.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, in a sense. And maybe the job of the system right now is that Dallo's the one that's going forward more and Luke Shaw sits back. And then my problem was as well is that Cunha wasn't really being a option on the left-hand side.
Yeah.
He wants to cut in and get his goals through that. It's the reason why he got the goal in the first place with Casemiro no-look pass. He was in almost like a inside forward position.
Yeah.
So you know what it is? I feel like it was good in a sense, and I'm with Rance. Like until the 85th minute, I don't think Fulham causes any problems, and that's where even Nurdin was like saying to me on Monday that Fulham bopped us. I was like, "What? Are you mad?"
They didn't bop us, man. We let them have the ball in spells, and they didn't do shit.
Definitely didn't bop us.
No, they didn't bop us. So
there's a way to control the game without having the ball.
Yes,
I agree.
And I feel like with Man United right now is that I feel like for me, I'm taking the win more than the performance, if I'm being truly honest with you, because I feel like even if you look at the performance, cool, it wasn't the most expansive, but I still think for me, I have to respect Fulham as a team. I really do. You might say to me, well, you're Man United. Well, we are Man United, but we have to also realize where we've been in the last year and a bit. Fulham are a good team, guys.
And they played well. If they didn't play well, we would have popped them off the park, innit? But they had to play well. And they did play well. And they scored an absolute worldie as well. Do you know what I mean? And even when you're looking at the penalty, the guy's already struck the ball. The keeper's already saved it. Like, it's like, what are we doing, bro? Like,
it should have been a pen. I told Saeed that last year.
Penalty, bro. Do you know what I mean? It's like you've reversed the fact that he missed the shot, and given a penalty. It's like, drop me out.
Give it though, but it's stupid. Maguire's stupid. You're giving the referee an option to give the penalty. I always say, once you give the referee an option to give it, you're cooked. So for me,
a decision to make
a penalty, but why are you putting your leg out there? He looks clumsy from Maguire. That's what it was. And when it's clumsy, it's gonna. And you know what it is with Maguire, man. He doesn't get the benefit of the doubt. He doesn't because of the way he kind of like looks like he's almost like, desperate to get back in. He doesn't get the benefit.
He just looks clumsy,
Yeah, but Rents is right. Rents is right because on Sunday, remember we did the show on your channel on Sunday, and I was saying, it was a little bit clumsy, but it is quite literal in the book, in the rule book, that when the ball from proximity is not going to goal, or like because like Le Mans already saved it, so the ball in proximity wasn't with the player, it wasn't going to goal, and he just already made a save. Regardless of what Maguire does, it shouldn't have been a penalty. Like unless Maguire like something really malicious and endangers him, sure, that's like I don't know, like don't just rule it as like he was just trying to hurt the player, like violent conduct or something. But it wasn't. Like that's a penalty that shouldn't have even been given.
It's not a penalty, but it like that person said, that is Maguire though. Like when you have Maguire in those positions, that is.
I hear all of that, but at the same time, bro, it's like I don't like the fact that Maguire can be good for us, for like 3 games, and then he makes one mistake, and man are like, but this is Maguire. He's been good, like, so we just need to allow it, like any player can give away a penalty, bro. Like when these lot were getting onto Lenny Yuro, it's like Lenny Yuro is a very good player, like, do you know what I mean? Yeah. And it's just
what do you think he excels at?
Who?
What does Lenny Yuro excel at?
I mean, he's good on the ball. He's got great recovery pace. His reading of the game is very good as well. But he's a sweeper player. He's someone that
what on the ball do you think he's good at? Because
he's technically good, bro. I've seen this guy pinging diags, bro. Like
I see the diags, but I'll be real. I think his short passing isn't good enough.
His short passing is completely fine. He's not the most press resistant player in the world, but he's very similar to Varane, bro. Like you need a ball playing centre back next to him. He's the guy that sweeps, recovers, and just plays the simple pass. He's not gonna be
ball carrying facts.
He's midfield very well, and he's an aerial threat, bro. He scored headers for us.
Do you think he's quick?
Yeah, of course he is.
I think for me,
of course he is. We're centre back, bro. He's our quickest centre back. We don't have a quicker centre back than him.
You know what it is.
I don't know if that's even a flex.
No, but you know what it is.
No, but he's our quickest centre back, and Aiden Heaven's not the quickest, but he's quick enough, bro. Like for a centre half, he's fast, bro.
You know what it is, though. It depends. Like I said to you, what it is. We're judging Lenny Yuro in a big space where he's got to cover. That I don't think Saliba and these big top defenders bro. I've seen Diaz get dragged out wide. And then you see Brian Brobby just destroy him, bro. So everyone's going to look bad when there's loads of space to occupy. We have to judge Lenny Yuro in a back 4, which we haven't seen a lot of, by the way, and then have a run of games. That's us as United fans. Obviously, rivals are going to cook Lenny Yuro in it because they're going to see little bits and bobs. But for me, I'm judging him in a back 4 when it's compact. You see the way that we're playing
what's going on? People are on Euro, yeah?
No, we're just kind of AJ asked about what's his qualities. I think for me,
AJ, you don't rate Euro.
It's not that I don't rate him. It's just I have this big thing where potential don't play games, and I just think now that we're back in a back 4, maybe he'll perform better. But I just think what he's done this season kind of just showed that he's still young and he shouldn't be in the line. I'm even happy that Carrick isn't playing him right now and letting Maguire and Martinez a bit more experience play.
I agree.
I just think right now he doesn't need to be like. Sometimes people think if you put a young player in the team, it's gonna make them develop. It doesn't happen like that. Sometimes if you put them in the team, they're not ready. They're gonna sink. And I think he was sinking, and we just needed to lift him back up a bit.
I think he had a great season last season, bro.
Yeah, I don't think he sank that much. I get why you might think it.
He was taking the piss. Even against Aston Villa, he was violating, bro.
No, but if you remember correctly, he was actually playing well, and then he started getting benched by Amorim, and it was a lot of people saying it's a lot of politics because him and Mainu were boys.
Bro, I even think he was getting benched by Amorim because he was taking the piss.
Nah, he was actually playing well when he benched him.
He was not playing bad,
well
bro.
on
He
average,
wasn't
man.
playing bad. And even the Villa game, yeah, people were blaming Lenny Yuro, but it wasn't Lenny Yuro. It was the shape. When you
Yeah,
look
it
at the
was
shape,
shape.
bro, the Brent
Thank
scored
you.
2 identical goals, blood. He cut in from the right-hand side both times, yeah. You got no defensive
Facts.
midfielder. And the way the Amorim system works is that the right centre-back is the right back. So that means you have to have someone inside of him. Like,
Facts.
and there was no one inside both times. Ugarte was standing there fucking a million miles away in the box, bro, like with his hands behind his back. He should have been cutting these out.
But the lead up to it, you see where Morgan Rogers took the touch. Even though people were saying it's a good touch, bro, the touch still went a bit away from him. If I'm being honest, Yoro needs to go out there and be a bit more aggressive. The fact that he had that much time
will
to
give you that.
control that, recover it, cut inside and banging it, that's poor defending.
No,
Yeah, AJ, but
bro,
can I add something to that?
There's different types of defenders, bro. You can't be getting upset about man because he's not an aggressive centre back. He's tall and he's a lanky build. That's not his game, bro. De Ligt would have cleared my man out, bro. Like, because that's how he plays, innit? So you have to judge man on their skill sets. You can't say because he's not aggressive, he's not good, bro. That's just not his game.
No, I don't
And
think,
when
I
you
don't
look at
think
the
he's
first
not
goal
good.
specifically, AJ, the ball got
Yeah.
picked up where? It was on the byline. No
Yeah,
center
yeah.
back should be picking up a winger from
Facts.
there.
And that
If
was
you
my
have a right
argument.
wing back who's actually in the correct shape, or you play a back four and there's a fullback there, that fullback, the minute the player cuts to his right, he's coming to the center back.
Yeah.
So now,
Right.
because let's just say Dallow's there, he cuts in because Dallow drags him there, and then the center back steps up. But because he had to go all the way to the byline to actually go and meet him, by the time he cut in, no one was coming out to meet him. And that's why when Ren said,
Precisely.
where was the DM? The DM didn't cover for him. So that's
And
what people were
you're supposed
ignoring.
to
The
do, bro.
shape let him
Centre-backs
down.
are not specialists in 1v1s, bro. He's not a fullback. So
I
I
know,
don't
but
expect him to
Nothing
do
happened.
that, bro.
He didn't. It wasn't jink though. Like what
It
Rodgers
doesn't
had
matter
to do
what it
to
was,
maneuver
bro.
into
It's
that
in the right
situation,
back
he didn't do
position,
anything.
bro.
What-
It doesn't matter. You
what-
don't
what-
want your centre backs at fullback. Period. We grew up watching 4 at the back. You don't want Rio defending the wings. Do you know
Okay,
what I
so
mean?
what
You
are you
don't want
talking
him
about
defending the
from him then?
wings.
Rio is to get cooked on the wings.
Wait,
That
hold on.
video is on YouTube.
What can I expect from him there? Because he has to do something.
No,
No, what
bro.
was I
Listen to
saying,
what I'm saying. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a centre back being played as a right back, bro. And man are getting onto him because he's not defending like a right back. He's not a fucking right back. Do you know what I mean? The same way, man can't really expect Bruno to be receiving the ball on a half turn off centre backs and playing line breakers. Like that's not him. Like man, I can't get onto Yuro. All the stuff that Euro's supposed to be to do well, he does well, bro. He's got good recovery pace. He can pass. He can drive with the ball and go
Good
forward.
box defending.
You know what I mean? Very good box defender. He cuts out crosses and he's good in the air. Like, bro, he's got
But
more
what-
than
but-
enough.
I hear where AJ's coming from. Yeah, sometimes he is a little bit passive though. He's not aggressive to the first touch.
Because he's a sweeper.
I
That's
agree.
why.
I agree. But I think
Yeah, but if you're a
obviously-
sweeper, then you should
Nobody-
pattern that.
No.
because the sweeper is not the guy that engages, bro. He's not the guy that engages.
quite
He's the
literally
guy that
sweeps.
sweeps. That's the whole point. Even when you look at Man United, yeah, when you look at our midfield, yeah, Cass is a sweeper, but he can engage. He's special, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Lissandro engages, but he can't sweep. Do you know what I'm saying? So Lissandro and Euro is balanced,
It's
bro.
to find a
Because he's
balance.
someone that's going to engage.
Yeah.
Bro, I hear what you're
That's why
saying.
Martinez and Maguire work well together. For example,
Especially the
Yeah.
slower players, bro. When you got
It's
pace
not-
like Euro, you don't have to
Lissandro
engage
and
first
Euro-
because I can
Facts.
keep up with you.
Facts.
People like
Yeah,
De Ligt,
bro.
because De Ligt is slow. If I don't win that first ball and I just barge into you
He's got
and
to
you
clatter
start
you and
running
get
at me,
yellow
you're gonna
because
cook me.
He's gone.
Just go look at the Gakpo goal that he scored against what's his name, De Ligt last year. He took him out to the wing, exactly the position that you're talking about Euro for, skinned him, and then put him in the back of the net. And De Ligt, you can argue that he's a better defender currently than Euro. So if my
Yeah.
better defender still got cooked on the wing, what should I expect from a 20-year-old?
yeah, I agree. I
And you know
agree.
it is as well, man. Them is all sides. Sorry to cut you off.
20
I feel
years
like,
old, man. By the way, 20 years old.
Yeah,
By the way.
I feel like
One thing I will say,
sometimes-
before you come in, Rhino.
yeah, go on.
Saliba went out alone twice
Yeah.
before he came into
In
the
France,
Arsenal
innit, or
team.
something.
Gabriel,
Or somewhere.
you know what I mean, had a shit hairline. It was making bozo moments and
He was
only
getting
became the
cooked.
centre back he was in the last 2-3 years. He's now 28, guys. So
Yeah.
as much
He's
as
28.
he's 28 now, Gabriel. You know,
Oh, okay.
I'm just
Isn't
saying, like,
it
yo,
raw?
as much as we say
Time's
these
flying.
players are, Dean Hoyce has gone to Real Madrid now, and bro, he's getting cooked
Yeah, he's
left, right,
dying.
centre. You know
Bro,
what I mean?
they're
It's
calling
not-
him Dean Hussein right now, bro. That's how much he's getting cooked over there, bro.
Don't let him do that. No, don't.
I'm
listen,
not joking.
Hussein is-
Wallahi, I'm not joking. They're calling him Dean Hussein.
Listen, Listen, Hussein is a good surname, mate. Don't try and, you know what I mean?
That's your
Surname, bro.
surname.
Don't be trying the Hussein family. You know what I'm saying, bro?
I think he started the season well, innit? No, sorry. I think he has potential to be a good centre back, but I'm not gonna co-sign that he hasn't been.
Do you think it's fair to judge him under Amorim though?
Yeah, that's a good point as well,
bro. I think
everyone gets a clean slate, by the way.
I think everyone can get a clean slate in a way, but at the same time, bro, you're a footballer at the end of the day. Like, you still need to be able to adapt in certain situations. I understand you guys saying he shouldn't be out wide.
He's looking a bit bulked up now. He has put a bit of size on now. I don't know if you've seen
we'll only know once he plays, innit? We'll only know once he plays. Obviously, bro, I still think, bro, Yuro next to Martinez.
Yeah,
bro, I don't know in it, but we'll see in it.
Or Delict's to come back as well. That, you know, maybe come back and he might analyze it. But I think you know what it is. Even Heaven, people will say, let's throw Heaven in there, bro. But Heaven needs time as well, guys, man. Yeah. You can't just be like, oh, because he played well in a back three, he's ready for a back four. Who knows? Yeah. Heaven might not be ready to play in a back four. So we've got to be able to be careful with these young players, and because we think they're good. And they've been playing well under a manager that may be defensive minded. Now, Martinez and Maguire have got a bit more IQ, a bit more sense as to what position to pick. They've been playing that sort of football maybe a lot more than the two that have been here, bro. Like Lenny Yuro's had what, 1-2 seasons for Lille?
And he can actually be a squad player like he's meant to be. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. He's meant to be a squad player. So, but I hear the concerns. I hear why you might think, oh, but I think there's not enough sample size, and I think the good stuff he's done, it shows there's definitely a player in there. Like, but look at Xerxy. Yeah. People were doubting Xerxy through a bad form of games, and that's why I think football's a bit interesting, because sometimes people judge people on recent form, and sometimes it's unfair to do that, innit? You get me?
You rate him?
Who, Yuro?
Xerxy. Like, I understand
Xerxy.
Xerxy.
I think I like Xerxy. I wouldn't say he's one of my favorites,
well,
but I like what he brings to the team. I like the dynamic he brings. Think about back in the day when we had the options. I was talking to Rance earlier. We had York and Cole. We had Solskjaer and Sheringham.
I can't lie, let him finish, bro. This is about to get interesting. Bruv, say what you're going to say.
Yeah, go on, AJ.
Bro. That's baller.
What's that?
Is it
right?
Wow.
What's baller league?
Bro, you see Xerxy, yeah?
What's baller league, bro?
I've never seen a player whose performances are better when they're not playing. Like, a man will drop a performance and clips will come out from the performance, and it's like, we forgot what the performance actually was. Like, he's tidy on the ball, but bro, he's a striker that doesn't score goals. Like, we need to accept that. If he's the third choice striker, fair, isn't it? But for me,
based off what? Because he's a striker that doesn't score goals, but none of our strikers were scoring goals under Ruben Amorim. So based off of what, bro? Because what you're saying right now, sounds like a whole load of mess. And this is why, with the Euro stuff as well, whole load of mess. You know why? Because we was conceding every game, no matter who was playing. So I'm not hearing the Euro thing. Under that same manager, man told me Cass was washed. Now look, nobody played well under the previous managers. So the fact that you're bringing the energy from the previous manager, into this current setup tells me that you don't understand how bad Ruben Amorim actually was.
It's not about the energy of the previous manager. I'm just looking at the individual players, and I'm thinking to myself, how can we improve on this squad? No one can tell me here that
if we want to go to where we are to the next level, what striker in the league scores the goal that he scored against Crystal Palace? Oh wait,
that's one goal though, bro.
But which striker in the league? You said he doesn't score goals. Which striker scores that goal in the league?
He doesn't score goals though.
What striker scores? What striker scores that?
What is in that specific goal?
You heard what I said.
Yeah, the left-hand side shot.
Bro, I would have to sit down and think who could score that specific goal.
You'll be sitting down for a long time, innit? The truth is, saying that he's a striker that don't score goals is crazy. The same way certain man were telling me Sesko's not going to score for us, and I knew he would. Do you know what I'm saying?
He's never been a bagsman.
Who's never been a bagsman?
He's not prolific goal scorer.
You said he doesn't score goals. That's not the same as saying he's not prolific. There's not many prolific goal scorers in world football.
He doesn't score many goals then, if we're going to be specific.
There's not many prolific goal scorers in world football. He's not a natural goal scorer. So what? There's a lot of players that are not natural. Just because you're not a natural goal scorer, that doesn't mean you won't score goals. I wouldn't say Cunha's a natural goal scorer, but he'll score goals if you put him in the right position.
Can I add something to this?
Wait, well, Cunha has a CV of scoring goals though.
Let me add something to this. I think Xerxy is a victim of actually being a good footballer.
Precisely.
And I need people to hear this again. All right. He is a victim of being a good footballer. So when people see that he just tries to drop, hold up play, pass the ball, little dribbling here and there, people look at him and are like, oh, but he's not a natural goal scorer, like you said. He's not a natural 9. All you need to do is just compare him to other strikers and just see, on average, how does he perform? So obviously he doesn't score a lot of goals because he doesn't play a lot of games. But like when you look at him statistically, he averages 3 shots on target per game. Now, to me, that is a very good return.
Stat for you know. Crazy.
Because I'm educated. I'm just educated. That's all.
You're a bad man for this because, bro, I just see the game. I don't
shoots
need
enough. That's all I'm trying to say. So if he doesn't score, sure, there's reasons not to score. But like I had Højlund score more goals than him over the last 2 years, but he was averaging a lot less shots than him. He was averaging like 1.8 shots per game. If you have a striker that shoots 1.8 times and a striker that shoots about 3 times, so 2 to 3, I have a striker that works the goalkeeper more. How can you be upset that your striker shoots 3 times a game? That's a very good return.
Oh, but they say he can't finish, yeah, but he very rarely misses the target, bro, because he passes the ball into the net, innit? That's how he finishes. He don't blast the ball. He tries to side foot it, and he's a precise player. Everything about him is precision. His touch, his weight of pass, everything's precision. He's a good footballer, but you know what?
He scored against Burnley and got subbed off.
Bro, most people, bruv, he's the only player that will get subbed off, yeah, from scoring a goal because these men don't like footballers, bro. Like, this is the reality. The same arguments get used for a lot of players that play like that. They done the same thing with Grealish. They're trying to do the same thing with Foden and that. If Foden don't get GA, man say, oh, but what does he do, blood? Because it's not good enough just being a good footballer here, man. If you're not doing the madness with GA, man, are not trying to hear it, bro. Do you know what I mean? This is the reality.
I'm not even a GA guy, but God knows the things you man are talking about.
Brother, the first thing you brought up was that he don't score goals, blood. So that means you're not looking at the game.
He's a striker.
I wouldn't necessarily even call him a striker, you know. I think for me, he's more.
Can I just break it down, please? Can I just break it down?
He's not playing 10.
Saeed, in a different generation, Xerxy would be a number 10. But because the way the number 10s have been taken out of football, he's not going to be mentioned as the number 10. But the idea of just, I don't know you, brother, but like for me,
AJ.
For me, it's like I find that very lazy statement. I'm not saying you're lazy. I'm just talking about, you're talking about that talk. If you want to understand the history of Manchester United, in the last 10 years, I've been calling out, none of our strikers score goals. We've literally invented a saying for them. We call the strikers a graveyard shift.
Yeah.
That's been there for the past 10 years. That's what we say we do. We don't carry the ball. We won't sustain in attacks in certain places, other than those first 8 games where Oli came in and told the man just to run free. The man them ran free. I mean, and then sometimes when on the Jose away games where he let man run free. Remember when we became 4-0 FC? That was because everybody else was scoring. Manchester United are not set up as a football club and are not being stable to understand and get the best out of somebody like Xerxy. You need to have a structured team that knows where to give him the ball, how to bring games into it. And one thing I'll say about Carrick, I don't know about the 3 games, him getting a job, but when he was asked a question directly by a journalist, he said he broke down every attribute of the different strikers. He said Xerxy's the guy. He said Xerxy's the guy if we need to bring people into the game who can hold up the ball and bring people into and link and play closely with the other guys.
Yeah.
To me, the idea that this kid has done something that I've not seen many footballers do at Manchester United. And another big thing, Saeed will tell you, I've been on about this, maybe because of my age, and I'm not trying to tell you back in my day, BS. I'm just telling you how some of you Mandem are being conditioned. You are FIFA generation conditioned. You need to stop this BS in your heads. GA, all of that is Americanization. That comes from American stat sports.
Bro, these men would have hated Berber, you know.
What you say fuck me for?
They would have hated Berber. They would have said, yo, he's shit. He don't run. All he does is he's got a good first touch. He's just a first touch merchant.
Stop Americanizing.
And he banged goals as well.
Bro,
Stop Americanizing.
You're lost, bro. I'll be real.
You know what it is?
What do you mean?
Has he done enough?
Brother.
Has he done enough?
The fact that you're saying, you're not a GA guy, but
I'm actually not.
But yeah, well, cool. Well, if you're not a GA guy and none of our strikers were scoring goals, then they were all shit. Then
No, it's not even that. Two things have to go hand in hand. When Saeed was talking about Sesko, I still was able to big up Sesko because I could see what he was doing for the team.
oh, so you think Sesko's all-round game is better than Xerxy's? Are you drunk?
Bro, there's more to football than just nice touches. Sesko can run in behind. Sesko can hold up the ball.
Running in behind has got nothing to do with having the ball. It's just running, bro. So because he runs in behind, his all-round game's better because he runs in behind. What is that?
Because we're talking about a striker. We're not talking about a midfielder.
AJ, can I ask you a question?
Can I just finish my point, please?
Okay, go on, Yuri.
Yeah, his point.
I'm gonna go back to. I want to ask you something.
We need to stop the Americanization stat BS of the beautiful game. We need to get this BS out.
Wait, hold on. Are we saying that Xerxy is a more well-rounded striker than flipping Sesko?
I'm not. Did you hear me even say he's a striker?
No, he wasn't talking about that.
I broke it down.
What does that even mean?
I broke it down and said in the later years, he's a number 10. He is what you call, even said 9, like he's 9.5. He's
9.5.
Wait, so do you need to time travel to where Xerxy can be effective? I don't understand.
Yeah. When he scored goals for Bologna, who did he play with? Did he play there by himself? He played with somebody else.
How many goals did he score?
Play with another guy.
Bro,
last season,
these are these set arguments.
I bet you talk about Man United now and say how we can use Xerxy now.
We can use Xerxy the way we're using all of our strikers, bro, down the middle, and they give us different things. When Mbumo plays in the 9,
6 goals last season.
When Mbumo plays down the middle,
graveyard shift, no structure.
No, but that's not. I know. I'm just giving you the stats,
bro. Saeed, when Mbumo plays down the middle, he don't help us connect, bro. He runs the channels, and he's not a focal point for us, but he gives us something different. When Cunha's there, he gives us something different. When Sesko's there, he gives us something different. So how can we use him? You play him, and you know what you're going to get from him, which is going to be something different to the other players. Football's a squad game, bruv. Sheringham never gave us what Oli gave us. Cole never gave us what York gave us, bro. It's a squad game, bro. They were all good, but they were all very different, bro.
That's what I was alluding to earlier.
Where do you put Xerxy?
The more varied your strike or the forwards are, because forwards, the more varied, the better your squad is. Because then what teams can't go, we can shut that guy down. We can shut that guy down.
You bring someone else in.
You bring somebody else in. That's what.
Out of our strike options, where do you put Xerxy? Like in terms of pecking order?
It depends on who we're playing.
Bro, come on, man. We know there's
It depends on who we're playing. If we're playing against Arsenal away from home and we want to play transition football, you don't start Josh. You might play Mbumo there.
Nah, he's not number 1. Relax. You're smoking.
Who's better than
Let's try and be level with this argument.
No, Saeed.
Let me just finish.
number 1.
Let him land and then cut through, Maggie.
Finish the point.
AJ, look what you done. Look what you done,
Bro,
AJ.
do you know what it is? Man's trying to let guys finish the point, but man's telling me to time travel. I don't know how I'm supposed to do that.
But no one's told you to time travel. You're making it up, bro.
Calma. Ramadan is soon, man.
Let me finish the point.
Calma.
You know what? All I'm going to ask you is, I need you to go and watch United down to 10 men against Arsenal last season's FA Cup.
Oh, yeah.
All right, bro. Oh, my God.
Let him land, AJ. Let him land and then come back.
Go watch it. Watch that performance.
I need in on this conversation. I want to wait.
One second, Musa. Listen, you have to understand the player profile, bro. Other things are just saying these man are washing. He's lazy, bro. That's all I'm saying to you. You have to understand who the player is, what the attributes are, what profile he is. Because here we do serious analysis. We don't just throw words around. We don't do that. And the thing about Yuro, I'll say listen. In the history of centre halves, if you look at the history of football, young centre halves make mistakes. That's how they learn. That for youngsters to get into a centre half is the hardest position in football.
Yeah,
it's not midfield. It's not left back. It's not right back. It's not a winger. It's not even a striker. The hardest position in a football pitch for young players.
Centre back and goalkeeper. Those are experienced.
If you've never coached, then I don't mind you.
Yeah.
But if you coach, you know what you do with this young centre halves if you coach footballers. And that is what needs to be understood. They will make mistakes. And you know with the mistakes, they learn from them. and they come back better. They have to make mistakes.
Calm.
And AJ, do you know as well? Do you know what it is? I think this is what I think. And I think he might not be your type of striker, but you just have to appreciate him as what he can bring to the team in terms of us being a squad, in it. Going back to the point about Solskjaer sharing them York, Cole, whatever. But I think also, if you take away Sesko's last few goals, people might have the same argument for Sesko.
His performances were not good, bro.
Yeah. It's the same argument. He wasn't really scoring. He wasn't really. So I feel like it's the same principle.
But if AJ's watching the game, and he believes like he's not seeing the fundamentals of Xerxy, which I'm guessing you're probably thinking to yourself, what did you look for, AJ? Was it his first touch? His first touch is quite good, right? His link-up play is good.
Man's not saying he's a world beater.
We're not doing this.
His link-up play is wide.
Because
biceps and triceps. That's all AJ wants, bro.
We're not doing this.
I don't want to try Yuro for flair.
We're not doing this. Welcome to the man, AJ. Welcome to the Mandem show.
You man actually have not said how to use him, bro. You just said he's a squad option. There's bare man that squad options in the Premier League. Are you trying to tell me that you can't improve on this Man United squad with our fourth choice striker?
No, but my question was, when you watched him beforehand, we knew he wasn't a prolific goal scorer. So that there, we can't now all of a sudden make him this absolute diamond of a footballer. So my question is, what did you think before he came in? What was your kind of expectations? So if you've been let down, I want to hear it. Then we can say, you know what? Let's talk about it.
We can have that conversation.
Everybody else move. Let the brother speak, man. Everybody else move. People.
My thing with Xerxy, he looks like the type of striker. He wants to drop deep. He wants to play 1-2s. I understand what he's doing. However, in our team, the way we play, obviously, depending on what type of wings we have on the pitch, if we have players that run in behind, then yes, it can make sense if Xerxy's in there for certain types of games. But if you look at the players we currently have available, Xerxy up front does not suit the wingers that we have. Ahmad's not running in behind. He wants the ball to feet. Cunha majority wants the ball to feet. If Mbuemo starts on the wing, then cool, but that's one runner. Also, with his link-up play, I think sometimes Xerxy's link-up play is good, but also I think there's sometimes where his passing's a bit sloppy, if I'm being honest. So me personally, if you're saying that he can improve based off the fact that his squad roles changed and we're in a different formation, that's yet to be seen. But if I'm going off what I've seen, I think that's a player we can improve on. And I think that's calm to say.
But can I ask something?
That's a fair opinion. That's a fair opinion. That's a fair, valid opinion. But what you said
can I just ask one thing, Nordin? I just want to ask one thing. What happened in the last 3 games that made you want to talk about Xerxy today? He didn't even touch the pitch.
I think it was a question. It was a question upon a question. It wasn't really a topic.
I was just confused why he got brought up when he hasn't even played since Emram got sacked.
Yeah, but this is the point. Like, that's why I'm not really hearing the Lenny Yuro chat and I'm not hearing the Xerxy chat, because until I see them in this team, which has made everyone look good.
Yeah.
Because man were telling me that Cass was washed, Kobe was washed. Man was saying sell Kobe Mainu. That's what they were saying. Everyone was washed and now everyone looks decent. Even Harry Maguire's looking decent. Dallo is looking decent now. Everyone's looking decent. So when I see these men playing this team, this is when we're going to see the actual qualities of these players, bro. We got the Bruno Wonder, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer back playing in the fucking false 9, doing whatever he's doing now, getting forward and getting goal involvements. We've got what we needed to get. We got Dorgu playing out of his mind. Certain man wanted to sell Dorgu back, blood. He was a flop like about 6 weeks ago. And now it's so sad that he's injured. You see how great football is? You know what I'm saying? Man gets injured, all of a sudden we're going to miss him. But you, man, wanted him out, bro. So
do you rate Dorgu, AJ?
Highly, bro.
No,
and
AJ.
I rated Dorgu even before.
What about you, AJ?
Dorgu, I think I didn't rate him before, but I apologized to him recently.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah,
but why didn't you see in his game what was there?
The reason why is because I think really and truly the position he's playing in has changed, innit? He's playing on the wing. And obviously before he was playing wing back. So there were certain things in his game that I just think he was limited at. I think the quality he had in terms of his end product was poor. And I think recently he's upped his end product in terms of the way he's finishing. I still think his crossing can improve, but obviously he looks like he's been working on it. So I said fairs to him, innit? By the end of the day, I don't know if him playing wing is a long-term solution or if it's just for now, because he's still supposed to be a fullback in it. So I just apologize to him because I thought he was actually taking the piss, but now I can see some things in it. So I said Fez.
Yeah. Let me circle back to Musa, because he made a crazy statement as well that he's our best striker. So he's got to come to the front and center. And obviously Texino as well.
Yeah, you know he's got okay. So because the reality is, man, like to hype it. How many strikers do we have at Man United right now?
We have Sesko and
Xerxy. And that's it.
Two and Mbuemo can fill in.
No, let's not. Listen, forget Mbuemo. Forget Mbuemo, forget Cunha. Let's deal with the reality.
I know, but he ain't a striker.
Let's deal with the reality of who can play where. Because if we need flipping a striker to play midfield, he can play midfield. But we're talking about where we bought players to play and who plays in what position. The reality is we've got two strikers. We got Sesko and we got Xerxy. And when I've seen Xerxy playing at the top of his level, his game, he's unplayable. That's just factual. When he's playing at the top of his game and he's on song, he's a very difficult player to deal with because of how he drops deep, how he carries the ball, and his ability on the ball. And when he was getting into the Serie A team of the season, it wasn't because he was some slouch. When he was when he was going against other strikers and other forwards who were playing for better sides with better players around them. It's because of his ability. Then he comes to Man United where we're struggling. No one's been doing well. No one done well under Amrin. No one has been doing well under Cunha. So when we start picking up players in a team that is not doing well and say that this player is not doing well, brother, you're stating the obvious. Nobody's doing well. I can go across 11 men and say no one's doing well. But would I look at these 11 men and say that they're crap? They're not talented. They're not good footballers. So the question I ask myself is, if I'm setting up an 11 and I want to play a certain way to get the best out of the players that I got, for me right now, Xerxy can play at a higher level than Sesko. That's what I've seen. I haven't seen anything from Sesko in the Bundesliga to show me that he can play at a high level when he's at the top of his game. Forget when he's trying to figure it out. The Sesko that I've seen at the top of his game and the Xerxy that I've seen, I'm going with Xerxy all day, every day.
But you
so now the question is, I'm talking about forget United, Saeed. Not even Saeed. I'm not even talking about United. I'm just talking about when he was in the Bundesliga. What I've seen from him, he's still got a lot to go. I wouldn't even put that pressure on him. I'm ready to put that pressure on Xerxy. I'm not ready to put that, I don't need to put that pressure on Sesko and say like, you got to do this, you got to do that. I'm ready though, from what I've seen from Xerxy, to say that if I gave Xerxy 15 games run in the team and we were playing with a proper manager that we got now and coaching, a lot of people's opinions and talk would change.
But then you're incorrect. We got injured, at the end of last season, bro.
Of course.
They're singing his name in the stands for a reason. He was playing out of his skin, bro. Do you know what I mean? He was balling out.
You see when he sat man down at Arsenal, Saliba and them man there, he's balling out. At the height, when he's playing at the top level of his game, he's a different level of player. It just depends what you want. But there's none of this that, what does he do? Is he good? Or like his ability should not be questioned. The question we should be asking, can we get the best out of him?
So they're two different strikers, though. Let me just ask
something. Of course they're two different, but I'm just saying, if you wanted to play a certain type of football, I don't know what football you want to play, but whatever football you're trying to play, if you're picking Sesko to be your number 9 in front of I know what type of man.
Okay, so Sesko's game, did he cut off or is it me?
No,
I think he cut off. Okay, so to your point, number one, you said you were talking about their seasons before they came to United. Xerxy got into Serie A team of the season with 12 goals. Sesko's season before we signed him, where people said he wasn't good enough, he had 13 goals. So the Sesko season that wasn't good enough was still better than Xerxy's season in terms of GNA. Now I know both of them are two different players.
No, bring the assist. You didn't bring this. Yeah, bring the assist.
We're not bringing assist.
The goals and the assist.
I'm just mentioning their goals as strikers because we were talking about goals earlier.
But Staffy,
it's overall. Listen, it's not just a goal thing. We're not going to play this game.
You didn't get my point.
Certain strikers, you judge on goals and goals only because that's all they offer. You know them, right?
Yes.
So let's not be disingenuous here. If both of them players play and they don't score, we know who has the better game, and it's not Sesko.
Right.
So
I agree with you. Which is why we need to have two types of strikers.
Goals for Sesko. You can't say 13 goals for Sesko is better than 12 for Xerxy because it's not. Because 12 goals for Xerxy, bringing people into play, doing all these other things is better than 13 goals and no build-up, bro.
Okay, that's a good point. But when you add context to it, you can see how much Sesko was playing. Sesko was playing as a second striker to what's his name, Apenda, when he was in the German league, and he played a lot less games than I think Xerxy got it on like 33 games that season. And to be fair, he has like 2 years more of senior football than Sesko.
No, remember, I didn't say Sesko's crapping or Stuffy. I didn't say
I'm just bringing
crap.
more context.
I just said that. I'm just saying, no, what I said though, Staffy, was that when you're having a criteria of who's your senior striker, how do you make Sesko a senior striker to Xerxy? That's the only thing I would say.
I get what you're saying, but my point is, because I'm looking at Sesko, and at his age, well, he was under 23 when we signed him. No one in Europe under 23 had more goals than him. So we signed him based on that potential.
The Champions League winner.
Just let me finish. Just let me finish, please. I just want to get
the under 23 thing, Staffy, that's a bit lazy because we have to see how many strikers are starting week in, week out under 23. There's not many. So again, them stats are they're bookie stats, innit?
No, I agree with you, which is why I said
common sense, innit? Like everyone on the
I agree with you guys on certain points.
Yeah, everyone on the pitch are footballers. People want to make things position specific, yeah, when it suits them, innit? The game is called football. So even if you're a striker, yeah, your footballing ability does matter. The same reason why Erling is super prolific and people still criticize his all-round game is because it does fucking matter. Do you know what I'm saying? So let's not pretend if you play a certain way, it don't matter and it does matter. No, when you're judging people as footballers, when you're building a football team, people's football ability matters. Do you know what I'm saying?
No, you're not wrong, bro. But what I'm trying to say is we all know that when you build a squad, different profiles is important. While I have someone who's comfortable on the ball, which is why I defended Xerxy, I also have someone who's 23 years old. He's 6'5". Bro, this guy's potential, because of his physical attributes.
I just want to know who you're starting, Staffy. I don't really like. I agree.
Every time I try to get to my point, I never got to finish my point, Musa. Every time, bro.
Finish your point, because I want to come to.
I'm just trying to talk about the potential of him as a striker because of all his attributes, just purely as a number 9.
I know,
he gives
but he's
us
not
something
talking about
completely
potential.
different
He's just
than what
talking
Xerxy
about
gives
right
us.
now.
Right now, he's talking about.
Sorry?
Yeah.
Right now,
Now, I think Xerxy's game is more mature. It doesn't mean that if I have to choose one of them, I have to choose Xerxy. That's all. I think Sesko has the highest potential between the two. His ceiling is much higher.
I don't agree about the ceiling. I think he can score more goals.
You're never gonna convince Musa. Musa's team Wakanda forever, bro.
I didn't even I just wanted him to let me finish.
BLM, bro. Musa is BLM. That's why for me, you have to question the integrity. You have to question the integrity.
That's a disrespect to all my legends. Like, that's a disrespect to my legends, you know. That's a disrespect to my legends. A disrespect to my legends like Cole and York and Ronaldinho and Pele. You man are disrespecting my legends, you know.
Let me hear from Mandem. Let me hear from Texino, because I want to move on from this topic, because I want to move on to Casemiro. So Texino, your floor's yours. Please try and not cut in, guys. Yeah, go on.
Well, I'll go on Mandem, man. Big up the panel.
Big up Texino, man. You're looking fly, bro. Big up, man.
I love, man. It's the new attire. It's the new attire. Big up AJ as well. Big up AJ. Obviously, you're not looking too happy there, bro. You look like you're chewing on some raw lemon and lime, bro. What's going on, man? Why's your face so screwed up?
Oh, man,
easy now, Tech.
You know what it is? Man understood why guys were talking about Xerxy's role in the squad, innit? That's fair. But to say AJ should say that Xerxy should be our starting striker, love, man.
Yeah.
So the other day we was on the panel and we asked Mason Mount or Xerxy, what was your answer?
What, up front or in general?
No, in general. Who would you keep in this team?
Mason
Mount.
If Mount can stay fit, I'd keep Mount.
No, that was
see that says enough for me.
Speed of pleasure. Speed of pleasure. Take care.
What was the question? I didn't hear the question, man. What was the question?
So he would rather keep Mason Mount than Joshua Xerxy.
Okay, yeah.
Is that injuries considered or no?
All right, cool.
That's his opinion, man.
He didn't say that, but that's fine, isn't it? Look, everyone sees the game different at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's it. That's the beauty.
Everyone does see the game different.
But I'll get rid of both of them if I had the splits. I can't lie.
We're not gonna do that. But my thing.
Well, what did you say? What did you say, AJ?
I would be if they both left today. I would not be upset.
Man said if
okay,
they're
okay,
both fit and you got to choose one, he's choosing Mason Mount. That's what.
Yeah,
You're choosing Mason Mount.
Yeah.
Now,
Yes,
Off the ball, innit? Off the ball, man.
Jeez.
And now for me,
So
Who's
opinion.
that? I'm
that-
fully back on
Hold on.
Wakanda forever
Hold
now.
on.
I'm fully back.
Yeah, but this is
I'm
why
fully
I'm
back.
saying
Mount
But
is
this
a
is why
boy.
everyone
Go
sees
ahead,
the game
go ahead.
different, though. Yeah, this is why everyone sees the game different though, because he even mentioned. I heard you mumbling under your voice there, AJ. These guys think he's Bobby Firmino.
Yeah, bro. What?
Again, he's
Is he
no, but
Firmino,
he's-
fam?
no, but what I can see from your point of thinking,
You didn't
is
rate
defend
Firmino
him first.
because if you rated
Hold on.
Firmino and you don't rate
Mums are
Xerxy,
No, but
rating
again,
Firmino.
look, but my point is, hold on.
Talk about Firmino and Xerxy, guys.
Yeah,
Come on,
wait,
man.
hold on. My
clear.
point is,
Firmino was
my
clear,
point
man.
is-
Let's just, yo.
Let me finish my point. My
Yeah,
point is, you
Fam,
mentioned
this is why you want to
Mason
do
Mount.
Partey trial.
You
You know?
relax,
Mason
Bro, do you know?
Talking
I'll
about
wait for
prayer,
everyone
bro.
to finish.
Come on, Yachty, man. Come on, Yachty.
Yeah.
Go on,
Alright,
Texino. Sorry.
So the reason why he mentioned the Mason Mounts and even Bobby Firmino is because when you look at them man's game, them man can press. They will do the doggy work. They will do the slutty work, etc. But this guy does not see what a player like Joshua Xerxy brings in possession. We've all echoed it in the last 20 or 30 minutes or so, the link-up play, how effortless he glides on the ball. Like, players like this, they don't come around too often, hence why they're not your ideal number 9s, bro. But my thing is, you cannot scapegoat footballer like that, a pure footballer, when you have other men in the squad that need to be removed. But every time they're fit, all of a sudden they're either the best in their position. Yes, your Luke Shaws of this world, your Mason Mounts. Oh yeah, he runs, he works hard, he plays for the badge. That's what I'm not hearing, AJ. When we have players like Joshua Xerxy, even when he's on the bench, look how he celebrated Sesko's goal. He's not ignorant. He's not one of those. He's a team player.
Playing his position,
You understand what I'm saying? He plays his position. He understands his role. He's the same man that was embarrassed, taken off, playing cam for the first time in his career within 20 minutes, was then later relied upon due to injuries and helped or was one of the biggest factors to taking United to the Europa League final. And yes, on Kaz's platform, you guys tried to correct me saying that he didn't score against Sociedad. Yes, he did. He scored the equalizer away. It was Joshua Xerxy.
And he scored against Leon.
And he scored against Leon. But my thing is, bro,
impossible because he doesn't score goals.
But my thing is, he
Leon.
He doesn't score goals, so he didn't score. He didn't score.
Why would you get rid of a player who doesn't demand high wages, who was brought in for cheap? If you think about it, 30 mil. What's 30 mil today?
Release clause.
Yeah.
He doesn't
Talk
argue,
about
he doesn't
that.
moan,
Talk about
and
that.
he's a
Yeah.
good footballer. When he's relied upon, he's a very good footballer. In the Europa League final, every United fan, their cat and their dog was asking, "Where's Joshua Xerxy? Is he going to be fit for the final?" I'm not asking.
Bro, remember how we were all heartbroken when he did his hamstring because we knew that's our Europa League done.
Yeah.
And we
This is
were
And
what
that
happened.
game,
Yeah.
that game, I
I said
remember
before
he
you
was
got
running
injured,
his
like,
soccer back,
he
yeah.
was dragging
That's
this
the type of play-
team, bro. A
Exactly,
struggling
but that's
Man
the type of
United
play
team.
he's rinsing, screwing his face up about, but then you will rather keep players that have been there for 3 years,
you
that
know.
got bought for 60 mil, was called one of England's best talents, one of England's best players, assists in Champions League finals, and he hasn't turned up for Manchester United once, probably apart from Leon.
But when he's fit, it's calm.
But when
Number
he's fit,
7
calm, because he
shirt,
runs.
250 bags a week, but
here
nah.
and act like I'm here
250 bags a
waving the
week.
Mason Mount flag because I'm not here waving the Mason
come
Mount
on.
flag.
Yeah.
God
Bro,
knows
you
I've
said
said
you'd rather keep him, bro.
But AJ, you know what's happening? No, but AJ, you know what's happening?
Two players that I would not have
We
looked
need
at.
to-
But Saeed, quickly, yeah, just to round this point off, yeah. Just to
Well,
round this point off, yeah. The way
Yeah.
you're defending Mount in the context of you think he's better than Xerxy is the
Bro,
same
I'm
way
not
with the
defending Mount. Let's not
no,
do
I'm
that. I
saying
don't
the
care
same
about
way
Mount.
the same way someone could twist the fact that you're defending Mount to look like you're back, like you think he's a baller. It's the same way we're talking about Xerxy. We're not saying he's a world beater. We're not saying he's the best 9 in the league. We're just saying appreciate. No, yeah, in certain games he
Why
has
should
to.
Sesko
Certain
start?
games.
Why should Sesko start?
Why is it diabolical?
Why should
Why is
Sesko
it diabolical, though? You're
Bro,
talking-
what's your agenda with Sesko?
That wasn't the conversation. That wasn't the conversation.
Bro, well,
There
look,
was a
look,
question.
let's go.
There was a
Should be our number
question.
one
Man said
striker.
if everyone's fit, yeah. I said in certain games he needs to play. If we're playing Arsenal away and we need to do the transition thing, you play Brian, bro. It's a squad game. Musa said he's our best striker, which I also agree with. Musa didn't say he needs to start every game. Nobody said that. That's how you took it, bro. That's
Trust
how
me,
you
believe me,
interpreted what man
He
said.
He should be our starting striker. Why is he?
He said he's our best striker because he is.
I don't
He
think
is.
he is. I don't think he is. I don't think he is.
Saeed, you think Benjamin
Sesko
Sesko is a better footballer than Xerxy? You're allowed to. It's okay. Do you know what I mean? You're allowed to.
I get it.
It's okay.
I don't want to start this. It's cool.
No, Saeed, big man thing, yeah, because I'm
It's
not
okay,
accusing you of
Saeed.
anything,
You
yeah.
think Sesko
Saeed.
is better than Xerxy at this moment? That's cool. As long as we know where you stand.
No,
Because
but
we don't
hold
want
on,
you to run
Saeed. I'm not
receipts.
accusing you of anything because I don't know for sure. But I feel like you were one of them brothers, yeah, that was doubting Sesko, brother, when he wasn't scoring at the beginning.
He was. He was.
Saeed, do you know why? Do you know why I might have to call
Saeed
you out
tried
here?
to get a
You're my brother.
30-day
You know why I
Argos
might have to call
refund.
you out?
I'm saying I
Saeed
feel
tried
like
to get a 30-day Argos refund. Saeed was on the Argos refund.
You know why I might have to call you
Saeed
out?
turned up on the... Saeed tried to get a refund.
The chat will know, though.
Saeed wanted refunds. Saeed tried to do the Argos refund on the 29th day. Saeed tried to go and get his money back on the 29th day.
Musa, Saeed thinks we forgot about the Tesco shouts.
Yeah,
We remember the Tesco shouts, Saeed.
Saeed, I'm going, bro.
Go get your receipt back.
We forgot.
Go get your receipt back, man.
Saeed's got his own
going on, man?
there. Sometimes I don't know where Saeed stands.
No,
He's
but
that
what I'm
big.
trying to say,
telling you.
But to be fair to him, he did defend Sesko. He said Sesko will come good.
Good.
No,
My
no,
point is,
no,
though, I think for me, the ceiling, yeah, hold on a minute. I know we used to look at this word ceiling, yeah, but if we're trying to go a different way, I believe we should go that way with Sesko. I don't believe Man United have a plan for Xerxy and the style of play and what we need to do around him. Whereas I believe with
But
Sesko...
Saeed, why does it have to be one way? Why does it have to be one way?
Saeed, answer, though. What one for the Tesco thing, bro? You ain't answering for your crimes, though.
Yeah.
No, hold on a minute. The Tesco situation was because of the Arsenal. Arsenal was signing Tesco, so I was bantering Arsenal fans for signing him. Obviously, now when I've watched him, we know Sesko is better than Gyökeres. We know his first touch is better, his hold-up play is better, he's technically better. We know that.
None of that is better. Yeah, but Saeed, none of that is better than Joshua Xerxy's. If you're rating that, why aren't you rating Xerxy then? Because none of that's better than Xerxy.
Though, when I look at him, though, if I look at a modern day striker right now, we know that Xerxy.
Forget all of that, Saeed, brother. Stop playing games about modern day striker. Where are you going with all this?
If we're buying a 65 million striker, yeah, who we know is going to be the next level or the next big thing, I'd rather, for me, focus on that one versus a player that I know can play alongside him. Xerxy can play alongside Sesko, but Xerxy can't be the main focal point up front. That's my point.
Of course he can.
Hold on a minute.
Okay,
So when I look
Saeed,
at
we
what
got
you're
that. Can we
saying,
move on to the next topic?
I am, but this guy wants to drag it out.
Musa, chill out, Team Wakanda.
You just chill out, man.
Rest. Let me hold back Team Wakanda. Go ahead, Saeed.
So honestly, for me, Xerxy can be part of the squad. Xerxy's been let down, but who do I see a future with? It's Sesko, and that's okay. But you go like
how many goals?
You lot
are offended by that.
No, Saeed, because none of it's adding up. If I ask you how many goals,
Wakanda,
go on.
Fall back. Go ahead, Saeed. Let's get
Straight Jacket podcast next week. I'm onto him.
Oh, you can't be on to me, mate. You know what I mean? Listen, let's move on. Let's move on to a player, yeah, that we have absolutely no doubts about, yeah, that we depend on him, unless AJ or someone's gonna put in a snowball effect, and that is maybe Casemiro. That's one player that we can't say is a bad player. We can't say, isn't starting, isn't this, isn't that. We need to find out a way of replacing Casemiro. It's a big subject. We've been hearing rumors of Tonali. We've been hearing, obviously, Elliot Anderson. We've been talking about Adam Wharton. We've been talking about a lot. This right here, Manchester United, people don't realize it's going to be a big replacement, man. And it has to start right now. The recruitment has to be starting right now as to who we go and get. Because he cannot be, it's one of them when, when they say we cannot replace, when Pep Guardiola was crying for Guerrero. Yeah, that's the same effect, bro, because of what we've been doing lately. So yeah, talk to me, Mandem. What are we saying?
Joshua, Casemiro, the metronome. I think what he offers is, as you kind of said, and I will echo, it's one of one, man. A man who can screen, but then also play. And that's really hard to find nowadays, man. Like, he doesn't run miles. He thinks millimeters ahead. he's one of those who anticipates space, bro. Like his defense, the amount of times I'm literally shouting at my TV, well done, Casemiro, just for winning the ball back. The amount of interceptions, but then he can play. He's either punching the ball through the lines, switching the play. Like Casemiro is one of those one-of-ones where it's hard to replace. And maybe you have to get two players to replace that in a double pivot. Someone who can maybe sweep very well, and then someone else who can play. I think a combination of Elliot Anderson and Adam Wharton would be great. An English midfield, obviously, they know the league type of thing. If you look at like agility wise, come on, bro. Like Elliot Anderson, he doesn't have two lungs, bro. My man plays with Duracell. You get what I'm saying? Like he's an energizer, bro. Like he's all across the pitch. He's very dynamic. Again, I see him snap into tackles. I don't know about reading, you know, like passing lanes, etc. I haven't seen too much of his game over the space of 90 minutes, but he's a cruncher. And when he wins the ball back, he can drive with the ball. He could carry the ball at least 30, 40 yards up the pitch, which we don't really have in a squad apart from Kobbie Mainoo. So if Kobbie was to get injured, who replaces Kobbie? Not Ugarte. So I think Elliot Anderson will be a great addition to United. And then obviously Adam Wharton, man. Obviously your deep line playmaker, someone who can receive the ball on the half turn off the defense line and you just get your team moving forward. But obviously when the game's a bit too quick and you need that intelligence, someone with that know-how to just calm the ball down, get onto the ball and just slow it down. 1-2 bounce passes, play where you're coming from type of thing. We may be in this team have too many players who rush on the ball. Obviously the last 3 games, Michael Carrick, he's brought that bit of composure. Like everyone's we're playing triangle passes in our first third and that around presses, which I've been amazed about. But yeah, bro, we've got to sustain it, innit? And by sustaining that is by bringing in some proper reinforcements. And those two, they will be near enough at the top of my list for me.
Yeah, I agree. Apologies about that one. What are you saying, AJ?
Can I just,
go
ahead and bring AJ.
Yeah, AJ, what do you think in terms of Casemiro? Like your ideal replacements, bro? Talk to me, like.
Saeed, before you ask the question, because we want to get to a detail to prepare to the audience. Can we define the attributes like he's just done? Like he's just done, Tech just done. What attributes are we looking for? Because
it's
that's the thing we have to.
It's difficult, you know, because you see Casemiro, yeah, that's my guy. I don't even call him Casemiro. I call him Manamiro because he plays like a grown-ass man.
Yeah,
but it's like,
I agree.
The reason why it's difficult, yeah, is because I feel like Casemiro is an old school player that's been refined to the new era. So it's like he's in his old ways, but he also found a way to reinvent himself, but he still does the old CDM type of stuff. Now, what's scary is that if you watch Casemiro, see how people are saying recently that Bruno thinks the game. Casemiro thinks the game. And it's like sometimes, even though sometimes he might go into a tackle, you might think, oh, why did you go in for a slide tackle? There's other times where his position is so elite. When we're defending in a low block, Casemiro's positioning is so elite. And you see the goal that we conceded for Kevin's goal, where he cut inside. Ugarte goes, presses, didn't need to do that. He just needed to hold shape. If Casemiro's there, he holds shape, Kevin cuts in, clamp. Yeah. So it's like, when we're talking about the Andersons, the Whartons, it's difficult because them men are good on the ball. And Anderson rats around. But sometimes as a top team, you just need communication and positioning. And I don't really know
the readers of the game
that reads the game to that level. And that's why it's scary.
Can I just say that? I've been watching Anderson for a season and a half. Anderson has got that ability. He has got that ability. As a reader of a game, he's got that ability. Is it to the refined like Casemiro is? No. At this moment in time, Saeed, Casemiro is on fire. But I always said it. I said it from day dot. The best you get out of Casemiro if you close the gaps between him. If you're not leaving him in massive wide spaces. Same thing with Harry Maguire. I've been screaming it out saying to get no point playing Casemiro if you're playing basketball convocation or football. And then that's why
3-1-6.
And then your boy Amarin doing that madness. You're never gonna get the best out. When you close up spaces, then the scanning is easier. The intelligence, the instincts, all of that is easier. But when you leave man out there on the boat at sea by himself, nah, mate, you're getting found out. All those deficiencies coming out. the thing what Carrick has done to this whole team, like coaches should do, is elevate everybody's strength and hide everybody's deficiencies. That's what the best coaches do in world football. That's what sport is about. How do you hide your deficiencies and how do you elevate your best attributes and abilities? For me, Elliot Anderson is a guy that I've been watching, and I've been watching him very closely. He is the guy. I don't think Manchester United are going to get him because the vultures. I broke it down last night. If you want to see the video, I broke it down what most channels are not going to tell you. Manchester United are not prepared. Are not prepared in transfers. We had a man called Mbeumo begging to come to Manchester United. We took us to get him in 8 weeks. So let's give it a rest. Liverpool won Anderson. City won Anderson.
Everyone wants him, even Chelsea, man.
No, and listen, everybody wants him. So Manchester United are not going to get him.
Yeah, we ain't
the bit of breaking news I can give you, listen,
we are in for him, but we might not get him.
Now we're not getting him signed because when we get into a race, other football clubs are more organized than Manchester United. I just say this quickly.
Unless he picks United directly.
Unless he's a United fan.
Listen, exactly. And that's it. The only players we're going to get who are high profile, who are both with the United fans, like Cunha and Mbeumo were. But Saeed, it was really interesting on Monday night. We bought back Jack Morehouse.
Oh yeah, I see that lyric, you know.
I thought he was a winger.
Yes, he is. He can play multiple, and he's 20. He's football ready, big man football ready. So in terms of letting go, I was decrying of letting the other guy go.
Collier, same.
And now they bought something back. So I just hope that he stays fit and we might be able to see him because he's a ball carrier, Saeed. He's got both feet. He's strong as hell. Irish, your top stuff, mate. Top stuff made of top stuff. I'll say it now. He's not the answer, but when I look at world football, you can't replace because, and AJ said it, because AJ just broke it. Both Tech and AJ broke it down. Tech said you need 2 people to be able to replace him, and AJ then further it and said actually he plays in an old school way, and adapt to the new school way. That's what I'm saying to you. So it's going to take something magic. But he is on form at the moment. He is being played playing next to Kobe is getting the best out of him. Bruno not being in their way and up there is getting the best out of him because they know what they're doing. At this moment in time, may they continue. But remember, if any of those 2 get injured, it's a difference playing in the Champions League and the difference in playing in a Conference League because of these fucking.
I know. But what I will say though, Mandem, I know we'll get everyone's opinions in here, but I think it's one of them ones where you got goals, you got assists, you got a lot of things that Casemiro brings. Mentality. Like my thing is that you bring in. I think you got to bring in at least 2 next year. You can't bring like for like. This is what we've been doing last year.
We need 3 midfielders. If I'll be honest, we need 3 midfielders.
We have to be honest, man. We're not going to get 3. We're going to get
because like for like's a massive gamble, isn't it? Because Casemiro, as AJ said, because he plays like an old school player who's adapted the new tendencies of the modern game. He's like one of those players. Like back in the day when you used to watch these midfielders who ooze, bro, you can see what they're thinking almost in subtitles. It's like you can see their pass before they play the pass. And remember, we're watching a bird's eye view, These men are on the pitch, so it's much different.
Yeah, their peripheral's different.
But they're watching them like it's FIFA. They're playing like it's FIFA, bro. And to have someone who can recover the football, but then distribute it to the standards of how Casemiro does, it is genuinely hard to replace. You'll have to find a world-class talent. Hence why I just said, go and get 2 men who can do a better defensive job and another who's good on the ball, better on the ball. And at the same time,
somebody tell me, by the way, your text.
Very, very good player on the ball. But go on.
That kid in Lens, what's that kid? The kid who's playing for Lens. Midfielder.
Who? Lens.
Lens. Top of the league, French league, Lens.
Is he French?
I don't even know.
Yeah. Boy, oh boy.
Let me see.
He's got some of the attributes you just talked about.
Yeah.
How old is it?
What's his name?
I don't know. His name is Sangari.
I've got ADHD, man. My short-term memory.
Sangari? Is he called Sangari?
Sangari,
Yeah,
Sorry?
Sangari. Yeah, Sangari. He plays for Lons, apparently. Yeah. Mamadou Sangari.
Yeah. You've just described some of the attributes. Tech just described some of the attributes. He's a player, bro.
Yeah.
So for me, it's not even that Manchester United need to move and go and get other players. They need to move
Mali.
and go and get other players.
But you know what it is?
Yeah,
though?
110%, bro.
There's a three that's outstanding in it. It's Wharton, it's Elliot Anderson, and there's one more who Beleba. They're the three. Man United have to get two of them. I don't know, it sounds mad, but if United can get two of them, that would be amazing for me. If you could go and get
Saeed,
Beleba,
you know, if I had to prioritize an attribute, if it's either the scoring, I think it's more the mentality and the calmness he brings, because that will help everyone else feel. So if I had to pick between which attributes, I'll prioritize that first. Then we go for someone that maybe can break the lines or whatever.
Or one guaranteed world-class midfielder. World-class, maybe a Jaguar, someone that people rate very high.
The world-class is available.
Let's say hypothetically, we've seen reports that Tonali wants to leave. Let's say they told you 100 million for Tonali or two midfielders. Which one are you picking?
Two midfielders.
Tonali
still can't do that job. Yeah. He can't do that job. He's tenacious, very tenacious. He'll win that ball back, but his distribution is not to a superior level, bro. It's not.
To Anderson and Wharton, it's not. Like people will be shocked by Tonali and what they view of Tonali. They view Tonali as a CDM. He's not CDM, guys. He's a box-to-box midfielder. Yeah. He's energetic. He wants to roam around. Like if anything, it's my man that sits back a little bit. Gomeres and whatnot. Like that would be for me a good option. But obviously Newcastle never selling him, are they? You know what I mean, for a good price. But I think for me, what you got to realize is that you've got to get one that's tenacious, but also one that's very, very much a CDM. So if you can get Beleba and Anderson, that's a good compliment. Like they complement each other very, very well. Like it's so good the way they complement each other.
They complement each other, but do they complement what we already have? That's what I
agree. I think so because, but then at the same time, where does Kobbie Mainoo fit in that squad? If someone like that's where the issue is. But we have a good squad. I think that's a good problem to have. Don't get twisted. But we can't find the right balance. We can't upset players, bro. Every single one of them wants to start, so we have to find the right.
Yeah, but then let me ask you something. If Mainoo knows that man like Ugarte's ahead of him, he's gonna be pissed off. But if Mainoo knows Beleba and Anderson are ahead of him, then brother, rise. You gotta rise, bro.
Do you know the thing for me is, I feel like the reason why we're building a squad is so that we don't have to always play the same players all the time. Now, my thing is, when we say the thing is, I'm a Wharton guy, innit? But when I think about Wharton and Mainoo midfield, I just think, on the ball sounds amazing. Off the ball,
I don't think it's that bad.
Off the ball, I don't know if I could see Wharton being able to do the stuff that Casemiro does to that level. But I think on the ball, he's amazing, and he plays with such an intensity. I think we need that in Wharton.
But you know what, AJ, I think Kobbie can grow to learn to start doing that, the sweeping up and cleaning up. I think Kobbie's got it. Yeah, I think Kobbie's got it in him.
To be that type of player,
because he won't be deeper than Wharton.
But I think he's got it on him. I think he's got it in him still. I think Kobbie's better defensively than people give him credit for. I think he is.
But I also think if we're talking about defensively as well, Anderson and Mainoo, that's calm.
Yeah.
But then I think Wharton on the ball does a lot more for us.
No, but you know, I think Adam Wharton, again, when it comes to cutting lanes and screening, being in the right places at the right time defensively, he's very underrated when it comes to that. In terms of interceptions and winning the ball back, bro. He reads play very well. So I think a combination of Wharton and Kobbie would be more balanced and suited to this team rather than Elliot Anderson and Kobbie, because both of them could bomb forward. Does that make sense? And I think because they both like goals, they like, you know, kind of interfering with the final pass or whatever it is and getting involved, that's when the midfield can become vacant. Casemiro is very disciplined. A majority of his goals come from set pieces because he's physically imposing in the box. But apart from that, bro, I think it's a good problem to have at the end of the day. If you was to get both of them and compact your midfield with actual ballers this time, we're not having your Fred McTominay's,
True. So what's the age? What's the age of this midfield that everyone's talking about? What's the age of this midfield?
What, the average age? So what, bro? The best midfield right now is probably at the age of what, 25 or something.
So what's the average age of this midfield, though? This midfield ain't no 25-year-old. What's the average age? I'm talking about the one that you want to have next season with Kobbie, that's 21 next year. And how old is Adam Wharton? How old is Anderson?
21. All 21.
So we want to go in there. We want to go in there in the midfield of 21-year-olds. I'm just saying, because Casemiro, like you mentioned, I was listening, is a big player to replace. He's a man in the middle of the field. So we want to go in there with these 21-year-olds like Walton, who was injured a large part of last season, and Crystal Palace still handled business. They carried on like he weren't even missing. They handled business. So what I'm trying to say is that he's important, but he wasn't important to the point where he went missing and Palace started to think, right, Adam Wharton's gone missing, what are we going to do now? And there were plenty of games I remember Saeed watching Palace and saying, right, where's Wharton? He's gone missing. I'm just saying that United, when that happens, it's front news. It's not even back pages, it's front pages. And it's a lot of problems. This is why, for me, someone like Tonali, who's closer to that 25, 26 age, who's an all-round midfielder, who can play at a high level and you can put the pressure on like Cole, hold one of these lot's hands, and let's get through this game. And you can ask him to do what Cass was doing in a different way, is where I go. I'm not going to go and just get these 21-year-olds like, yes, they're all good, but we can't get all of them. I know City wants someone. Chelsea, if they get an injury, they might even try and draw for something. I just feel like we can't be going in there thinking these 21-year-olds are just going to give us a consistent season being in like 4 competitions. Remember, next year, we're trying to be in all comps. So it's not even going to be this like, we're just running one game a week, Premier League.
When have United bought, apart from Mazarawi, Man United's model right now, when you look at it, is 25, 20.
Yeah, how old is Tonali?
Tonali's 25, so he wouldn't be.
That's what I'm saying. That's the age.
Yeah. But
that's the age I think we need to go and get a midfielder in. I'm not saying...
but you will get one guy, you will get one man, and we're one injury away to Tonali, who's also injury prone, to then see an Ugarte.
I'm saying I wouldn't mind getting a Tonali and a Beleba or a Tonali and Anderson. I don't mind, but Tonali has to be one of the two. Like, he needs to be in there.
It's a myth. Tonali's being quoted around 100, maybe just a bit cheaper than that. We already know.
That's fake news. Don't believe them, man. You know, we hear them stories.
Even if it's not 100, it's gonna be high money, and so will.
I don't believe the stories. Every time I've heard stories like that, City coming and you hear City got the deal done 65 M's.
How much did Newcastle pay for it?
We don't do that though.
Newcastle paid around about 70 million, 60 million.
Exactly, and they will see it more as an asset, an investment.
I think they're gonna try to recoup some of that money back.
They will sell him for no cheaper than 90 mil, bro. There's no way they will.
I think so.
Real talk.
I don't think so, but I'm saying, if you have to pay 80, 90 million for Walton or Anderson or Tonali, who are you paying that money for?
Good question.
I'm not gonna lie. I pay. The thing is, I know it sounds hypothetical, but I'd pay the highest amount to Elliot Anderson. And
that's a myth, and this is what I'm saying. See the Anderson guy, and this is what happens. Like, there were players like. See, let me tell you something, man. Then real quick. Saeed was ready to put his channel on the line for Kirkers. His whole channel on the line for Kirkers. Now listen, Saeed was ready to put his whole channel on the line for Kirkers. No, I'm just saying. No, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying, though. The same way you're ready to put it on the line for Anderson, because Kirkers I was told he was one of the best left-sided fullbacks for the last 2 years in the Prem. He was no different from when I'm hearing Anderson's the main guy in the middle of the park.
Come on, let's not do this.
No, I'm just saying he was. So what I'm saying is, yes, he was. I'm not saying he wasn't. But I'm just saying this Anderson thing of saying you're ready to pay like 100 M's for him and bring him in, it can go peak for us.
Yeah, but because there's other players. Downfall, bro.
No, but you
no,
said
I'm just saying, because Saeed's put his channel on the line a couple times, even with Ugarte. He just puts his line. Listen,
Musa, you said you miss Onana and he's leading the Turkish league with most errors leading to goals. Don't talk to us about receipts, brother.
Listen, we'll talk about Onana, but listen. We'll talk about that, but once... Listen,
he said justice to Onana. He said bring Onana back.
Mandem, you know what it is, Mandem? I misunderstood, you know. The Mandem, I misunderstood, you know. I misunderstood, you know.
Musa, you want to hear another one? Musa, you know what? Right now, hear this. Remember when he was also doing? Remember he was doing the De Gea props. Remember when he said free De Gea for Onana? Bro, you want to hear another stat? De Gea is leading Serie A with errors leading to goal. 4 of them. All his ex-goalkeepers are absolutely dog shit.
That's just 4. My
no
thing
more
is
X's, Musa. I told you. We're moving on from X's.
On a serious thing, I would say you made a good point in terms of I didn't deep the Wharton thing. Like what we need to also fit, because we just spoke about Mount. That guy's never fit, whether you rate him or not. Wharton if he comes to United, but we already know how these things go. We need
You can't
guarantees.
play full 90 minutes.
In our signings, we need guarantees. If we're gonna spend big money on a midfielder like that, it definitely makes sense to spend more money on a durable midfielder than a midfielder that's not
Elliot Anderson
that might be available.
Anderson and Beleba.
Man's definitely picking
Tonali.
Yeah, facts. I go with Tonali with that as well. I just feel like we need a senior midfielder. I just feel like when he gets peak and he gets on top. I remember during Amrin's reign, Saeed saying, I think Kobe's got to go, just go on loan or something. We just got to leave. Like, we just got to make room. Like, Saeed is ready to throw players at Kobe.
No, I never wanted Kobe to leave. What are you talking about?
There was times, Saeed, you said it's better that he just go.
Man. What's this allegations going on here, man? I never wanted Kobe to leave.
Listen, I've got the X-Files. I've got the X-Files.
You gotta defend yourself, Saeed. Come on. I defended you twice here, but you gotta step up for yourself.
See the files I've got on Saeed, yeah? It's not up to Epstein files, you know. My files on Saeed are serious.
The Saeed scene files.
I said, give Lenny Yuro a break, yeah. He meant that I wanted.
I remember Saeed rating Yuro, and then when Yuro got terrorized, Saeed said, "Get him off. You lot, please get this guy."
Protect him. Doesn't mean I want him sold. You have to protect your players. You know what I mean? You know what? Clearly, you're not protecting Xerxy because if Xerxy.
Listen, no, he's not. What happened to my man? Those Stiller in Germany. No one's feeling us trying to go for someone like that.
Yeah, listen, for me right now, I can't lie. I've not watched enough of Stiller, and I don't know.
I want Premier League talent.
I don't believe in that, you know. I don't believe that Premier League stuff. Yeah. I'm not going to lie to you because these players like still like
performing for us now.
No, I'm not going to say they can't, but I'm just saying that we will go and spend the 80, 90 million. City or someone will go and get Stiller for 45 something, and he'll just ball out, and everyone will say, "Oh, what could have been?"
It's a different
no,
team.
that's what I'm saying. So I'm just saying we're not in a rush to kind of punch above our weight. Get back into the Champions League. We don't need to make no record-breaking signings, 100 million for a midfielder. We do not need to do it. Man United, we need to learn from that. If we can get into the Champions League with the team that we got now, and we can get like midfielders who can actually play to the level that we believe they can, like I said, like a Stiller, who can come in for like 45, 50 million and actually just play to the level that we think he can and keep us into that Champions League spot and keep us, you know, heading in a certain direction, then I think that's right. But I feel like for Man United to have finished 8th, 15th, and then get into the top 4 and think, yeah, boom, we're going to go and spend 100 million on a midfielder. We haven't learned anything. I'm telling you, if we don't spend that type of money, we need to be going to Brighton and telling them,
can't spend the money on Stiller, bro. And the reason, I'm not saying he's not a good footballer. The reason why I'm saying we can't spend that money on Stiller is because one thing I've noticed about Man United, if you check our history, and this is even the main point. This is just a side point. When we buy Premier League talent, that is when we start doing well. What we do is we build the foundation with Premier League talent. We buy the Carricks, we buy these type of players, and then when we've got our squad patterned, we go to these countries and we add.
We've tried it. We bought the Mason Mounts, the Harry Maguires. We've done it. We've done it. It's not always pattern. I'm saying you got to sprint.
The recruitment wasn't good though. The recruitment wasn't good them times.
This is what I'm trying to say. But if you look at the recruitment recently in Yuro, Mazraoui, Delit, it's been good recruitment, and they've been outside the league. They've done well for us. I'm just thinking the bar is so low. The bar is so low, yeah. And the ability that we want Stiller to perform at. I'm not saying that he's got, I'm just saying like, forget Ugarte coming on, Stiller comes on. He keeps the level of performance up. He's tidy on the ball. He keeps the ball ticking over in midfield and everyone says, what a player. He's going to grow into be something even better. I'm not saying he's going to come and the pressure's on him and he's the world better. But when I look at Adam Walton and I look at Stiller, they're in 2 different leagues. But I think it will be disrespectful to just think that these men are better than mine from what I've seen.
It's the transferability as well. Do you know what it is? Like, I feel like United are at a stage where we've taken so many risks. If we go, it also depends on who else we get to complement him. Because if it was a thing where we bring in Stiller and we don't do enough business, that's a bad signing in my opinion. Because we can leave him on an island.
I don't know what we don't know, guys. I need to know what we know. What we know is Wharton, Beleva. And this is a lot. Tonali, you just named 4. Why am I going to the Bundesliga? No disrespect to the Bundesliga, when I've got 4 midfielders in the league that I can choose from. I don't need to go to another league. I'm sorry.
I'm not going to lie to you. No, Stiller, he's not a midfielder. He's more of a creative guy up the pitch.
I know.
He's not that type. He's a weak man. Listen, You tell me the
You
last
don't need
great
that.
midfielder that done amazing in the Premier League came from Germany.
Yeah, midfielder. Yeah, I don't know.
No.
Not many. Not many.
The
You
French. Let me just say this to the people. We need to look at midfielders from France because the football, even though all the best players leave that league, in terms of physicality, is the French league. Players from the French league adapt to the Premier League, people.
Yeah.
So
true.
we need to go and get midfielders, and that's what we need to go and do. That is what we need to do. To me, Elliot Anderson, if we could get him. Baleba, if we can get him, Saeed, I've showed you the graph before. What we're talking, I've showed you the graph. The more in the last 15 years, Manchester United neglect midfield, the more Manchester United that is. Look, the more we neglect the midfield, the more we slide. So at the end of the day, in English football, in British football, midfield is one of the most important positions on the football pitch. We dominated because we had midfielders. We dominated for nearly 20 years. Well, how long if West Fergie was there? How many different teams he built? We always had a strong midfield.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day,
that's why I'd rather put
unless his last team didn't have anybody. Had pensioners playing in there.
You know what? As crazy as it sounds, yeah. If there was a situation where I would give Casemiro 1 more year, I would give him 1 more year as well. If it was, allow him as well. I can't lie to you guys.
Don't do it, please. Don't do it. Saeed, don't do it. Don't do it.
Give me 1 more year, man.
I need the noise. I need the noise machine quickly because
you see United, yeah.
If he says to me, right, I'll play for about 150 grand to 200 grand a week, yeah, on a 1 year contract, yeah, and then we bring in the other players. We get rid of. Hold on a minute. If we get rid of Ugarte and we get rid of I don't know whoever, we bring in Baleba and whoever. We got 3 midfielders. We got Champions League football, and because Arsenal have got who they've got here, and Zubimendi. They had Marino at one point. They have
no God.
Bro, they've got about 4 or 5 midfielders, bro. City have got Rodri.
Yes, Saeed, if you're fighting in all fronts, you need at least 6.
So what are we doing next year then? We're fighting on 4 fronts.
No,
bro. Do you know what it is? Yeah, I'm gonna say this quickly, and I'm attacking Tex because I think Tex wanted to. I'm gonna say this, and I'm attacking Tex because I think Tex has been wanting to say something for a minute. But my thing is this year. You see the Casemiro one. I said it the other day. Maybe give it 1 year. But one thing I've deeped about Man United, yeah, is sometimes we just don't know when to let players go. And I just feel like if we give them the 1 year, I'm not saying it could be bad, but at the same time, it might just be a thing where we're just delaying the inevitable.
Yeah, just a waste of time. Because I remember that happening with Zlatan Ibrahimovic when his first season, he was Colossus, bro. He was literally the driving force to why we won the Europa League, even though he didn't play in the final, why we won the League Cup scoring 2 goals. But then a summer comes along, an injury comes along. Man put the number 10 as well, thought he was going to produce Stardust again. But there was no magic because as soon as he came, I think he came on against, it was like Barnsley or something in the League Cup for Lukaku. And he got injured straight away. And that was him done. It was him done. And you don't want the same thing to happen to Casemiro because it's just a waste of time. If you was to bring in maybe 4 or 5 midfielders, then it might not be too much of a hindrance. In that time with Zlatan Ibrahimovic, it wasn't too much of a hindrance because we brought in Romelu Lukaku and he definitely replaced the goals. But again, at the same time, you don't want to waste your time on players. We are not at that stage to waste our time on players at all. He's announcing that he's going to be leaving. He's leaving, man. Let's not carry on the story, man. Let him leave in grace, bro.
Let him have the Hollywood movie ending, bro.
Yeah. I think he's going to have a great end to the season as well. He's
playing like he's trying to give us a farewell.
Yeah, exactly. I agree.
I agree. But like I said, it's a massive summer, man. It's a massive summer.
The only way I can see Casemiro staying, because I do think that experience matters, is that if we bring 2 young midfielders, or if we get Ellie Anderson and Baleba, somebody that Baleba can actually learn from.
Yeah,
because I'm like, we need somebody that is experienced that can teach them. Like,
that's what I was saying. I just don't want people to be like,
that's the only way that I can see. But my guy wants to go to Saudi. Saeed, listen.
But just you can stop doing this, by the way. Hold on a minute. No. I will not have this here because Casemiro could have left 2 years ago for Saudi. He didn't leave. So let's just.
Yeah, because he's getting one of the highest paid players in the league.
No, but he didn't go to Saudi Arabia, guys.
Yeah,
so
because he's one of the highest paid players in the league.
Yeah, but he could have got triple the wages over in Saudi Arabia. So what are we doing here?
Nah, let's be real, because if he cared about the money, these men still getting taxed 45 to 50%, bro. If he really cared about the money,
350, by the way. Stop saying this. He's not getting 350.
Saudi is tax free, to be fair.
Trust me, bro. Not including employers and I, but yeah, go on. Sorry.
Listen, do you think these men pay the full tax? Are you kidding me? Do you think millionaires pay?
Allegedly. Don't get side cancelled. Allegedly.
Limited company, guys. Just get umbrella.
Allegedly.
Make sure you're under an umbrella, man. Be under an umbrella. If HMRC company, open up another company. That's how you do it, guys. That's exactly
but also the point was Nuruddin though that their money's been reduced this year without Champions League football. So he could have went to Saudi Arabia, tax-free money, I would have been chilling. So the idea of him wanting the money is
I don't want to lie to you. Saeed, listen, okay, so when we signed him, the Saudi League didn't really take off, yeah? I said to you from the day we signed him, the videos there, I said, his grandchildren are not in this world, but they were dancing in a Copacabana beach. Because nobody was giving how old he was at the time, yeah? 5-year contract with those wages, right? We bought him for 70 million, whatever it was. Listen, do I think his first season was tremendous? Yes. Do I think his second season he did? Yes. Do I think the systems didn't help him and coaches didn't understand him and exposed him? Yes. But let's not make it out. My guy's been a world beater. He's on form and fire at this moment. And long may it continue. Yeah. But the only way for me is going to reduce. But listen, I don't trust this football club anyway. So you are right to be worried. You're right to be worried to replace somebody.
By the way, the Athletic report today, did they say we got money? I don't know. There was some report today.
And United always got money, man.
Sai, let me just say this, right? All the briefings to those vultures, so Fabricio's to the Athletic club and the Mitten, who's now, he is literally the spokesman for Ineos. They said this year, big summer, window closes. Oh yeah, no big summer.
That's classic.
That's players classic. Here and there.
Yeah. Let's move on. Let's talk about the Tottenham game, Mandem. Are we winning? Are we getting 4 in a row? I'm
really worried about this game, Saeed. I'm worried about this
I'm not worried about this game, you know.
Let me tell you why I'm worried about this game. Spurs are like a wounded animal. You got a coach that is under extreme pressure. And Saeed, we've been there before, where Ten Hag was about to get sacked, and then the team just pull out.
Nah, this is different, bro. This is different.
Let me finish the point. Players pull out performances, right, left, and center. We know what happens at this moment in time. I mean, I don't know what they got. It's what's the name? Solanke out as well. Is he injured now?
No, apparently it's 50-50. We have to wait and see.
All right, so
Van de Ven might be out as well.
So anyway, for me, they're a wounded animal, and the whole world thinks Manchester United should beat them, and that's where I get
he's worried about every game. You're worried about every game, though.
Yes, I am. Because do I trust this football club and this football team? What are you on about?
Nope. No, but what I will say though is, guys, they don't have the individual quality that we had maybe under Ten Hag, guys. I think it's different. I can't lie to you, man. I think,
bro,
you got me.
When we played against them at their stadium, we was all over them that first 45 minutes.
We cooked them, bro.
And in the second 45, Amarim chose for our players to pass backwards every time they had an opportunity.
I know. We let them back in the game. Yeah, I remember that.
Let them back in the game. And
that was.
They had about a good 10-minute tangent where they were just bombarding us with shots, attacks, and they went on to score. And they went on to potentially nearly win the game. I'm just remembering now. We drew 2-2 with a delete header. Bro, I think we play against these men at Old Trafford. It's going to be a whole different ball game, bro. Slapdash. 2-0, end of the first half, and then the second half can just tell you the rest, man. I'm too excited right now. You can see I'm in glasses and a suit. I'm done with the negativity. Yeah? Have faith and prosper.
I'm scared, I'll be real. But I'm not scared.
What you lot? Man, I swear.
Let me know. Now come back with my cigar again.
Why shocked, man?
I just want to remind you guys.
You guys, do you know what it is? Sometimes you have to say it. Do you know what it is? Sometimes in life you need to say a quick statement so you can enter the room and people listen. I'm scared. Opening statement. Now let me land.
All right. I like that.
No, I'm not. I don't. Where are we? Home or away? Quickly.
We're at home.
We're at home.
All right, cool. I think there's a very big
12:30. 12:30.
There's a very big
midday,
possibility.
yeah. Ooh.
There's
7:30
two
for me.
ways,
Last
Premier
12:30
League.
kick off nearer than that old Trafford. I don't know about you, brother.
bro. There's a very good possibility that we can win this game. There's no doubt we can win this game. The only thing is, we can't lie. Tottenham we've been slipping up to them.
I
recently.
agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
We
With that.
actually have.
Yeah.
And the way they play football is so disgusting and dirty.
Yeah.
They're scumbagging football, and we don't like teams that scumbag against us.
Yeah.
No,
And-
but bro, there's a
The
mentality.
physical,
Shit.
the Leeds,
That's
you know,
mentality.
we're playing like
Yeah.
Leeds and that, Ellen Road and that, them kind of
Yeah.
dirty
Like,
games and
like,
that. Yeah.
I'm saying it could be a good performance, and we can easily get a draw. I'll be real. It's so
Wait.
easy to
Oh
stack.
my God. Hold on. Your aim is
He
to get a
just spoke the
draw
fact.
against Tottenham at home.
Come on,
He
man.
just
be
spoke
like
the
that.
fact.
He's
Yeah.
not saying that. He didn't
Be
say
my
that.
aim.
We've not beaten them in
my
six.
aim.
They're the
He didn't
bogus
say that.
team.
I don't give a
That's
fuck
where
how many
we
times
did.
we haven't beaten them. What does that have to do with tomorrow? Well,
Bro,
it's not
obviously-
tomorrow, but
bro,
you know what I mean?
obviously
Next
want to
game.
win.
That's it.
Bro, there's no game on this earth that my goal will be to get a draw. I want to win, but we need to be realistic. Like Saeed said, we need to remember where we came from.
Yeah.
If we was to get a draw, I don't want people to sit here and be shocked. We
Wait,
shouldn't be
why
shocked.
can't we remember where they came from? They're
No, no,
sitting
I'm not-
14th in the league.
Oh, they
I'm
just,
sure.
bro,
I
but
would
that's
be
the thing. You can't look at them like that because City just drew to them, and we know that that's City's bogey team. These things happen in football. Like,
Anyway, say you're dead food man right now. They're dead food.
Hold on. City drew with them while City's on a 1-win in a 6-game streak.
Right.
So
Did
they
you watch-
haven't
did you
been
watch the
playing
first
well.
half, though? Did you watch the first half?
This is why when people say, "Oh, Stavi always brings stats," this is why, bro. They've won 1 in the last 6. We have lost none of our games in the last 6 of the Premier League.
Wait, can I
So
ask you
we've
a
been
quick
on a
question?
better
Can I
form
ask you
than
a quick
any other
question?
team.
When do you
Now,
think
let
we'll
me
next
land. Let me
win?
land.
When do you
Now, let me
think
just
we'll
land.
next win?
Let me land. They are not in any type of form outside of Europe. Against English teams, they're clearly struggling. Even in the City game that you just used as a reason to say, all right, this is why we need to watch out. That first half, they were getting absolutely cooked. And then City in the second half took their foot off the gas. Mind you, by the way, City's the only team in the Premier League who haven't scored a second half goal the whole month. So they're actually underperforming the XG massively the whole month. We are in much better form than City, and we are in much better form than Tottenham. Now, if you want to bring in the fact that we just have a bad streak, they've been our bogey team, I hear that. But some of these records are meant to be broken. We are performing much better than them. Our midfield is much better than them. Our attack is much better than them. Mind you, they are depleted with injuries. If you look at the last game, they had about 12 players out. Their captain is coming out on Instagram, calling their team a disgrace and the ownership a disgrace for not backing them. Everything is telling you need to go in and slap that team. So if we get unlucky and we don't win, sure, football, anything can happen in football. But we shouldn't have any less aspirations than to go and smoke them next game. Not just win. We need to smoke them.
To add
ahead,
to that, I think there's a lot of our form and what's happening with our team that goes in our favor. But I hear what AJ is saying in terms of the trauma and just knowing how football works. Football is a crazy sport; it can humble you in the maddest way. Well, some of us are on a bit of a carrot high. Brother, you might turn around and get humbled, and then we're just
right now. I agree with you.
You know what I mean? But
I agree with you, right?
Based on the overall balance, if man had to be real, we should be able to win this game. We managed to go to the Emirates. We haven't won at Emirates for 8 years.
Thank you, Ryan. I was about to say that.
So we broke that
went
record.
against the
Then we
worst
bought
defensive
City
team because he
as
was talking
well.
about scumbagging teams.
Yeah.
I was more scumbags than anyone.
Yeah.
And we went and we found our way against them. So
and
I'm going to
Spurs. The
Spurs.
Fulham result is very important. The Fulham result is very important based on the context of the Arsenal and the City games as well. So based on all of that, we should be able to at least go into the game convincingly. But I hear
but look at the common factor. Look at the common factor. In all these games, we have been scoring goals. We can score goals. That's why I have not had any fear since Carrick's come in. Even before that City game, I said it to Nuruddin. I said, bro, you haven't seen a midfield combination of Kobe Mainoo, Casemiro, and Bruno Fernandes. It was so obvious that Michael Carrick was going to play that. It's these little things. You're going to see a front three of Ahmad, Mbeumo, and Cunha. Fluid, bro. It's like I was not going to deal with it. And you know what the funniest thing is? The funniest thing is when we played against Spurs at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, in the first 45 minutes, who was the front three? That was the first time Ahmad, Mbeumo, and Cunha played together. How did Mbeumo score his first goal? A beautiful headed touch from Ahmad, and he floats one on the 6 pins to Mbeumo. And I think because we was killing them in that first half, I promise you that Tottenham team is one of the worst teams I have seen. That 45 minutes performance, it was shocking. I was screaming at my TV. Go and take them. Go and score 2 and 3 goals. If we do that at Old Trafford with this mentality that we have now, let alone we've been scoring last-minute goals in our last 3-4 games or whatever, bro, we are going to slap Spurs. I don't know why we're not. At least let me be confident. We can't just be like, oh yes, United goals. That's thinking like an Arsenal fan, because we're the hypocrites that will tell an Arsenal fan, you man's got bottle job mentality, and then we're doing the same thing. It makes no sense.
The only thing I would say, one second, AJ. The only thing I would say is that our record against Tottenham is a mad one, but I don't look at what they've done. I don't look at their team and be like, I'm worried. I swear down, guys. Xerxy is a bomb. Only person I would say is Solanke knows our number. Their midfield is
Solanke, okay.
Bro, Solanke does score against us, so that's why I have to give them a little bit of, I have to give him a bit
of
credit.
Score against us, and he's in form.
Yeah, he's in form right now. But other than that, bro, I swear down, their fullbacks, bro, Porro, who's going to be their fullbacks, by the way? Does he even know?
I swear they played like 3 fullbacks the other game, bro, and people were confused. What the fuck is going on?
It's against us. If we turn up, we win. They don't.
Bro, their midfield doesn't pass forward, bro. Remember that stat that there was individual players in the league that have more through balls made than the whole Tottenham midfield. That's how bad they are, bro.
And you know what?
Very defensive. It's a very defensive midfield.
Yeah, but they don't go forward. I'm not even joking with you. They don't pass forward. They pass less forward than certain players in the Premier League. Like, I promise you, Bruno probably has more through balls played than their whole midfield the whole season. And that's just one of our players.
Yeah. If we start the game well...
Staffy, can I just say this? Staffy, I just want to go what Rhino said. Football is pure unscripted drama. Things happen in football. Nobody, as worse as they've been, nobody's put them away. Nobody's put them away. Nobody smacked them with 4 or 5 in the league. No, as bad as they look. Nobody's done that.
Didn't Arsenal smoke them? I said Arsenal.
Arsenal smoked them. Let's see how many teams smoked them.
They've also been so poor in games where they've been cooked, where it's been. You don't need to get beat 2-0 to be like, oh, that was a drumming. Sometimes a 2-0 silent control.
Saeed, they find way of scoring goals. They score goals.
How many goals have they scored this season, though?
They score goals. They do.
Do they score goals?
They don't, Nuruddin.
Against the top 6, except for Arsenal, they've scored goals.
Who have they beaten in the top 6 this season?
They have 35 goals this season.
35
has more goals than them.
But for me, you know what it is, though? You know what it is, guys?
Games in the top, other than Arsenal, they score goals, man.
Their goal difference is 2, though. Their goal difference is 2, and our goal difference is 8.
Man. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I think we've got a better return
because they're better defensively, in my opinion, than going forward.
I think the West Ham game. If you guys was talking about West Ham being, I think West Ham's more difficult than Tottenham because West Ham are fighting for their lives. These guys are going through the motion now. They're going through the motion. They don't really know what they're doing. They're not playing for their manager. It's a case of the players are bailing the manager out. Let's be honest, guys. The players are bailing the manager out. He looks confused. He looks lost out there. Do I see that sort of performance you're talking about, Nuruddin, where they come out of nowhere, the manager does something? Maybe it can be a given. I just think it's for us is we turn up, we do our job, we win the game. I'm not looking at Tottenham thinking, I'm scared of them. No, I'm not. I'm not, guys.
So let me just say this, right? I was worried the way we played against Fulham. I don't want to get into arguments, man. This is how I judge when I go.
I hear it, Nuruddin, though.
When I go to the stadium, I look at how much, when I come out of the stadium, how many nails have I bitten? That's how much anxiety when the team's got the ball.
You need to relax. That's why.
When we're getting hot.
But don't relax. Nuruddin, United makes you bite more nails.
You need to relax. That's why.
Listen, I don't need to relax. Shit. You know what? Listen, you're Mr. Cowpack, mate. You're telling me to relax when you're starting wars in Cowpack.
But I don't think it was a game where you need to
behave yourself.
This is not a final. Come on, Nuruddin. You see bigger games, man. You see bigger games.
Behave yourself. Listen, we got booked on a footballing level and quick from absolute nowhere, 2-2. So I'm telling you, Spurs have got goals in them and they do mad things in games.
Yeah.
That's where I agree. Here's where I agree. If Manchester United are on it, like we were against City, then they can't live with us. But that's not football. Football don't work like that, as you all know. Football don't work like that.
But the probabilities are in our
But they
favor.
concede a lot of goals, Nordin. You're not talking about that. Like, I just checked. They haven't had a clean sheet in over a month.
They concede bare. They
concede so many goals, and they're a defensive team. I'll be honest, bro. Me and Tech are gonna be here next week in a suit. Because I'll be honest, bro, we should be confident. We are confident. I think you're doing too much. We're discrediting how good we've been.
I have never, with this team, with this football club, I have never been confident in the last 13 years. What are we doing here?
What do you said is a little unfair about this current team?
I've never been confident.
No,
Tell me what team to be confident about. What are we doing here?
No, this is what I'm saying. This is my
With
revenge.
Fergie, back in the day, prime Fergie. I used to go out.
Come on, guys. Like, we can't judge Carrick and this team by Bilbao,
That's not
bro.
fair, bro. That's
No, the point I'm trying to listen. The point I'm trying to make to you is that what I'm saying to you is that there were stages in my life watching United that I'm like, you know what, I'm not even worried about this. But this team, they've never been consistent. Never been consistent.
That's the litmus test, though. Have we won 4 in a row in a long while? I don't know if when's the last time United won 4 in a row?
Under Ten Hag, that one January.
It was Ten Hag.
Ten Hag, that one January where, remember when Garnacho scored the overhead kick against Everton?
In the chat, Rants, for your sake, bro, to silence your bro expression, I hope and pray we do. I'll be there on Saturday. I
understand the lack of confidence because I'll be honest, Nourdin, you're just speaking out of trauma, but you're not actually being fair to this crop of players and this manager right now. Like, it's not Carrick's fault to carry the trauma of the previous managers. You know what I'm saying?
Four in a row was when we won against
players are on the football pitch, bro.
That's crazy. February 2024, you know. That's mad, you know, man. Ten Hag, right? It's mad, you know, to think, the same standards, that people use for Ten Hag weren't used for Amrin. It's crazy.
Amrin wasn't,
It's mad, isn't it?
By the way, Ten Hag won 5 in a row, and we were here still on your channel saying, we're not convinced we won them out.
Innit?
You remember that?
Remember Amrin?
Ten Hag's not handsome, bro. Ten Hag is not handsome, bro.
Can we tell the truth?
That's what it is.
Can we tell the truth?
No BBLs,
Can we tell the truth?
And he doesn't wear no puffer jackets.
Listen, Ten Hag came in and started robbing people. Left midfield as well.
I get it, but I'm just saying though, innit? Like, it's mad. I'm just saying though, the standards have gone down and down and down. That's what I'm saying to you. That's what I'm basically saying. The standards have gone down. But let me get these super chats, Mandem. Saeed, can we talk about Le Mans, bro? Listen, Le Mans has been outstanding, bro. I can't lie to you, Mandem. Like, Le Mans, this is what I'm trying to hear. Not hearing no Onana talk from Musa, man. He's gone, bro. This guy is I'm not saying he's the real deal, but he's giving you 7-8 out of 10.
Stability. It's a stability.
Stability, man. Stable.
Musa needs to be banished from Manchester, bro. I'll be honest with you. You guys need to sort it out.
Big up Sab says, we should keep Carrick. He's calculated, always in control of the narrative, balancing every aspect, which is rare these days. People be like you sitting on the fence, but that's the approach to everything in life. Listen, it's a good conversation to have, but Musa, why are you anti-Anderson but pro-Ndidi? Listen, we know why, man. BLMFC, man. The God, it has been conceding worldies always in the same side past couple of weeks. We need to try and cut that out ASAP. Big up everyone. I agree. There's been a couple of them now where we've been beaten by left side cutting. Need to sort that out, man. That's a lie. Cavani scored goals. How old is this guy in the middle? He's absolutely clueless. He's definitely under 30. He needs to stick up to... I don't know what he's talking about. The generation's not cool. Listen, everyone's got different opinions, Troy Trey, man. 100%. At the end of the day, we all got different opinions, my guy. Mostly, you're taking Anderson. Please read out the Kursi now. AJ is completely off with the diabolical comment. Xerxy adds technique, intelligence, and link-up play. Yuro shows calm positioning and maturity despite the chaos around the team. Hit the likes. He wouldn't get into any Premier League winning team. Xerxy played 300 minutes. A critique for goals? What?
And gets critiqued for goals.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Musa, is Onana better than Le Mans? Please answer. Musa backs Onana even when he was in United. That's all I need to know. AJ looks humbled, and Musa wants us to give us Xerxy 15 games. Imagine giving Xerxy 15 games and he doesn't score. That's the season gone. And afraid of Spurs as if they were prime Barcelona. Listen, I'm confident. I can't lie to you, but I'm going to go 3-1 Man United for that game. I'm not going to lie to you. 3-1 Man United. It's going to be...
we're due a game where we absolutely destroy someone.
Yeah.
And I think this might be a good chance for it.
For me, I'll just give me the 3 points. I can't lie. Give me
such a dangerous talk.
I'm just saying, we're due one game.
Take that back, man.
You're making Nurden nervous.
You know what you're talking
you're making Nurden nervous, man.
You're talking like that Lee guy before they played us talking about, we need to give Man United Listen, we've not beaten Spurs for some reason or the other.
Only last season, to be fair.
We've not beaten them. These man won a European Cup because of us.
I know.
I'm still fucking traumatized. What are we doing here?
Yeah. I'll be honest with you, Nordin. The difference between me and Lee, I actually rate my manager. And I rate what I've been seeing. So I'm sorry.
We got to blood them. We have to blood them.
You know, Zeno's about to. He's about to join me. I know he will. I know he's about to join me.
No, we're there, man. Tag team Jeff and Matt.
Nah, it's not Nerdin. No, it is.
Listen, with those glasses, we're ready to be the Dudley boys, bro. You can be Devon. I'll be Bubba Ray.
To defend the Mandem, I feel like
the tables out, man.
I'll be Bubba Ray, bro.
Obviously, it's been 3 games, in it, but there's clearly a difference in our attitude towards games and our mentality. So I think, I know, based on the fact that we can, like, they should.
But Rhino, I saw what I saw. I can't unsee what I saw on Sunday. Large parts of the game, Fulham dominated on ball.
But Nuruddin, can I ask you a question though?
Nuruddin, what's your prediction after all this?
You man don't want to accept that.
No, but Nuruddin, do you know what it is? Arsenal are the best. Arsenal are the best in the league, but there's so many games where you've seen peak weaknesses, same as City. But sometimes we need the games.
You know what? Let me ask you a question though.
Saeed, let me land my point quickly. Look, I think it's going to help your point. The whole thing, the reason why I'm looking at this differently is because we've gone from City to Fulham, and we've won all 3.
Exactly.
That's a game changer. As much as we have to be careful, we have to give flowers to Carrick. You know, I think it's been what we've done has been underplayed still. Like, I think it's mad.
My thing is though, Nuruddin, do you not think it's not a bad thing though to get bought by Fulham, who are 4 or 5 years into what they're doing under the manager, who have got a more stable team, who have got a better instruction? I'm not gonna lie to you. If we got bought by Fulham and still won the game, and we're 3 games into the Carrick process, I'm not gonna lie. So be it. So if your question is, Nuruddin, you know, we got bought by Fulham, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't mind, because at the end of the day, they're a good footballing team.
Tactically, I saw things on the football pitch structurally where Carrick didn't change them, and we were getting boxed.
No, he did change it because he brought on Sesko.
No, he didn't. Saeed. I'll say this to you now, genuinely, right? Yes, Sesko, you bring him on because he's striker. Yeah, you bring him on.
But is it embarrassing though, when they're a good team?
Saeed, we got boxed. Yeah, he was doing things to get out. For the first time ever, I saw Old Trafford. Yeah. Because you know what? By the way, people, when you watch it on telly, I'm not throwing shade. I'm just
I agree.
You know, when you're at the stadium, you notice things.
You can see who's putting in work in that.
The camera follows the ball.
You see things that you don't see on the camera. Bro.
Yeah, and I saw them. You watch the goal, the goal that becomes the penalty. We get lopsided because of the way we pressed, and he kept doing it, even though they were setting traps for us. They literally split that. Usually Fulham do. They split their 2 centre-halves. Then in this game, they were like, nah, we're splitting the fullbacks, but not high up. They're even deeper. They're going to be deeper so that we're going to suck you in, get you down here, and then play to one side and switch it to the middle, and then we're away. Well, look, they did that, and they kept doing it, Saeed. And I'm like, yo, Carrick, you got to change this. You got to change this.
That happened
Saeed.
That happened after Casemiro came off, bro.
Listen, if the Sesko
we lost when Ugarte came on.
Listen, if the Sesko goal goes in, they're not motivated as that. They're going to lose heart because it's 3-0.
I agree.
No, but that was 2-0. The longest it stayed 2-0, that goal they scored. And I'm telling you now, if you're any neutral watching that game, they deserve to get a draw. But thankfully they didn't, because Sesko Bruno did what they did and we won. But in terms of the game, we got bopped. We got to be real about it.
And you know what?
We did not get bopped. It could have been 3-0 or anything.
It could have been 3-0.
I don't mind.
Now, Tech. City, we dominated them. Should have been fucking 8. Arsenal, it should have been at least 3 or 4. Yeah, we did that. But here, Fulham, it wasn't that type of game because they had the fucking ball and they were bopping us. Yes, I came relieved. I had anxiety. It's true. With thousands in the fucking stadium, we all had anxiety, Saeed. We all did.
I agree.
Sorry.
But
you're right. I'm sorry.
Because they bought Man City, they bought Liverpool, they bought Chelsea. You know what? Who are we? Who are we right now when they're in how long in their process they've got? Managers who have been there, done it. So for me, I'm not gonna lie to you. We got the win and they haven't. So it is what it is.
I expect Carrick. Listen, this is where Carrick earns his buttons. All your praise, all your faith in him. He's got to bury. When we get chances, we got to bury it. And we've got to stop them from scoring. That's what we need to do.
Do you remember what I said to you?
Open and bury them.
Do you remember what I said to you on Cass's live?
8 goals in our last 3 games. And you're talking about burying chances.
Am I on mute?
Yeah.
I said,
should be more. Should be more.
I said to you, bro, I'm giving Carrick 5 games to impress me. Yeah, and I wasn't talking about the Arsenal Man City game. I was talking about the next 5. So Fulham, done. Tottenham, West Ham, I can't remember Everton. And then there's one more I can't remember. You see these next 5, Fulham's done. I'll be real, Saeed said before, Fulham's a good team. 3 points, get that. He got it. These next 4 games, if I see what I like, bro,
give the job. Yeah.
But I think genuinely, if he gets 3 wins and even 2 clean sheets just as an incentive, then you can tell that's massive improvement, bro. We've only got 2 clean sheets this whole season, and one of them
so bad with clean
first game.
You see against Tottenham, I want to see a better performance than I did against Fulham. God knows.
Yeah. Listen,
I agree.
Thank you, AJ.
But Fulham played well, bro. Sometimes you got to credit.
That's what I'm saying to you.
I don't really know what I mean. It's Fulham. I don't think
so we beat a team that played well. I think it's an absolute positive, bruv.
Beat a team that played well. I agree.
You know what it is? Nobody's going on like we got bought by Wolves or something.
Liverpool, I'm saying something. I've seen them. I've been watching them for a while.
Listen, people. I'm going to wrap it up here.
By the way, a player that United should sign is Sanderberger. That's
Sanderberger, yeah. Listen, people, make sure you like the video. We're not far off 1,000 likes, guys. We're on 806, guys. If we could get to 1,000 likes, that would be amazing. We had 2.1k in the building. That means a lot of you man are just preying in it, and maybe you lot are haters.
Smash the likes, man.
Don't be hating, man. Just like the video, people.
Hey, Saeed, you know what it's like. You know, you've been trying to end the show for a minute. It's like we're all chilling in your room and you're trying to kick us out. And like,
the party's over, bro. Like,
you know,
go home.
What you man saying?
Like, what? You getting rid of people from the listening party out the studio, bro.
There's other people that don't watch the Mandem talk that are waiting, in it. There's like 46 people waiting there. They don't watch the Mandem.
So he's trying to go to bed and we're trying to roll a blunt while he's there. We're here still.
What I want to say though is
AJ, nice debut as well, bro.
Yeah, big up AJ. Big up AJ, man. Big up AJ.
Yeah, big up AJ. Listen, everybody, you know what it is, yeah?
Listen,
I see the comments here.
Hold your opinions, King.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Comments, yeah. I see you in the comments, yeah. Yo, listen. AJ will have his
some
opinion.
of you are being mean, man.
Yeah, no, listen, we're going to have a debate.
Chill out, man.
Everyone's got a different opinion, man. We're not here. This is why I brought AJ on, because I don't want to have the same opinions on the Mandem. I want to have a different opinion.
AJ, I like you said of Vaz. Thank God it wasn't Vaz.
Exactly.
I think I said. God knows. The only thing I'm not standing on is I'm not backing Mount. Let's not do that, please.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, bro, man. So listen, make sure you follow AJ on TikTok.
AJ, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. The reason why we got Mount is because Chelsea have got Epstein.
Jordan is still rolling the blunt, bro.
No, we got to get back. Hey, no, I'm not sure.
Everyone subscribe to everyone's channels. AJ knows all Staffy TV. Jordan, I'll send you later on.
I'm live tonight. I'm live.
Yeah, we'll do. Texino live content. Rhino.
Get out my room.
Big up everyone locked in. Next week, Mandem Talk. Jordan, if we win 4 in a row, yeah, I don't want to hear you say I'm nervous.
Wait, what's his prediction? Get his prediction before we go.
What's your prediction?
I'll take 1-0 coming off somebody's backside and into the goal. I don't care.
3-1.